Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Brawlhalla Summer Championship European 2v2 tournament.
Oh man, we had that 1v1 action yesterday. Today we are doubling down.
1v1 was fun, but 2v2 is twice the action, quite literally. It's going to be awesome. I'm expecting some really great matches. We've got $2,500 on the line for this event, for this tournament, for this single bracket.
Right.
$10,000 in total prizes for the Summer Championship.
Jeez.
Yeah, right? Oof.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
There's a lot of money on the line. The action's going to be fierce.
But I mean, they're not only fighting for the money, right? There's something else that they can win during this tournament. Well, circuit points.
They're fighting for circuit points because this is the last online double S tier tournament in the Brawlhalla circuit. It's extremely valuable in terms of circuit points. It's by far the most valuable out of all the circuit tiers. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, and those
it's gonna be a good one.
That's how they win their entry into the World Championship later this year.
That's right. That's right. The $100,000 World Championship.
Oh my gosh.
So we're gonna see who the best teams are today in the European region. Maybe get a glimpse of what's gonna happen at the World Championship later this year.
Oh man.
And I'm really excited. I'm honestly very, very excited because I love 2v2. 2v2 is
I know you
awesome.
do. That is where your heart lies.
My heart lies with 2v2. It's fast paced.
Oh yeah.
The physics of this game just work really, really well for it. Man, you'll see. It's gonna be amazing. So I think we've got our players ready.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd like
the
to
tournament
just get into
action
it.
has been playing. We've boiled down to top 8 winners side.
That's right.
Is where the European region's sitting at now, and we're looking at 2 teams here. Read them off for me.
Top 8 winners side. Oh man, we're going right into top 8. Okay, so on one team we've got this is interesting. We've got our Reason crew. Addy, Mestic, and Cake. An extremely dominant team. I mean, these guys have won many 2v2 events together before. But they're going to be up against M for Mini and Goosey.
Oh man.
Yeah,
M for
these
Mini,
guys,
he's been making a splash in the 1v1 scene.
Yeah, no kidding. He's the 1v1 spring champion. The last seasonal double S tier tournament, he won it out of nowhere because that was his first tournament win in any circuit event. And it was at the World Championship. It was in the spring championship. That's huge.
So he's teaming up with Goosey, looking to make a similar impact in the 2v2 scene.
And he did. Goosey and M for Mini had an amazing showing in the spring championship. If I'm remembering correctly, I believe they got 3rd place, maybe even 2nd place. No one expected it, that's for sure. So this is gonna be good. Cake playing Queen Nai, strong, slow, great for 2v2 actually, but 1v1 or 2v2, he's a Queen Nai kind of guy. 3rd place with Queen Nai on his own, and Combo Breaker, that was big. Addy Mestic as well, a top 8 Combo Breaker. These guys are a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, all of these are definitely a force in the 2v2 scene and the 1v1 scene as well. 2v2 is always very interesting because we're looking at the weapon matchups here, and team combos happen so very often.
Right, yeah.
And that's what you're really looking for with your legend composition. What weapons do you have that can kind of combo into each other?
That's right. There's different kinds of combos you can do with each different weapon combination, so synchronizing that is pretty important. We'll see a lot of double swords. Double swords are a real popular one. Almost every weapon combination has something they can do. Some combos a little more difficult than others to combo team.
Yeah, you see, I love this
rotation.
rotation.
Wow, Ephi with that down stick. Might be, he already gives Cake. 30 seconds in, he already got a gip on the Cake off the right side. That was amazing. And for Mini, working on another one. Oh my goodness, M for Mini, what a monster. He's already out here.
Crazy. Just because watch the way that these two play together. M for Mini and Goosey both doubling down onto Cake after they knock Addy Mystic away. That's what you're looking for, to create these 2v1 situations, so that way you can get some guaranteed damage in on the opposing teammate when he's left alone.
M for Mini is some kind of monster. He is doing so much damage out here. Goosey kind of playing a little bit more of a support role with M for Mini, and that's wow, another kill for M for Mini. Lanz ground pound off the left side. M for Mini's going way out there with his Lanz. Holy cow! He's using those side airs a lot off the edge to gain a little more distance without burning another jump. These
Goosey,
guys
see
are
now
playing
they knock
great.
Cake over to the side, looking to secure the KO on Cake because he is deep in the red, so he's going to go very far when he gets knocked.
Addy Mestic scores a kill off the side, and red team's a little bit behind though. The Reason team's a little bit behind. They're probably going to want to start focusing Goosey here and get an early kill onto him and take him down to 1 stock. But Goosey gets a kill onto Cake off the ceiling. Wow.
Addy Mestic trying to survive, gets tagged for his troubles. Oh no, he's far off the side. Are they going to be able to secure this edge guard? No, he gets in. He's got to save his teammate.
Goosey is in deep red. He's playing very carefully right now, trying not to lose his stock. Cake already at 1 stock.
Ooh.
He's got to be pretty defensive. Addy Mestic on the corner, and for he's looking for an edge guard here, but Cake gets a kill with his down sig on the other end.
Oh my gosh, stocks are even, but the blue team, Mini and Goosey, they are a little bit ahead in damage.
Yep.
Now, oh my gosh.
As soon as you say that, he scores a kill off the right side, and the Reason team is down by 1. They're in trouble.
This is
Cake
the
on his
danger
last
of 2v2. There's so many attacks flying out, so much
That's
damage
right.
to be had on the field. Stocks can disappear in an instant.
Ooh, Goosey tried to follow up on Mini's attack there. That was good thought, but it wasn't executed perfectly. Wow, Mini! A kill onto Cake. Cake's out. Addy Mestic has to 2v1 this now.
Now this, we're going to see Addy Mestic go for a very kind of hit and run style. He doesn't want to get caught between the two. If he gets sandwiched, they can knock him back and forth with attacks and really build up that damage.
That's right. Yeah, he doesn't want to be in between them, but he's definitely forcing them to come together. He wants them to have a little bit of team damage. Let's see if he can get the kill onto Goosey right here. Oh, just barely missed. Goosey avoided that expertly. Oh my goodness. Mini hit by his teammate, tried to use it.
He's got a chance
Addy Mestic
here.
could do it.
The uppercut,
He gets
the
the
KO.
kill.
He's at the 1v1.
1v1, just like that. 2 kills in 3 seconds, and Addy Mestic might just get this 2v1. He's off the side. Is Mini going to be able to get the edge guard here? Oh, Addy Mestic sneaks right by him. He's got a lot of work to do on this stock because he is in deep, deep red at this point. Mini almost got the kill with that down air right there.
The axe side air, not yet enough. He's got the gauntlets. He's using those side airs to get back to the stage.
Oh, ground pound.
My gosh.
He almost chained him. That's it. Mini gets the kill with the down air.
That was so scary for a moment. Addy Mestic with those gauntlets, they're an insanely great weapon for knocking people off stage, getting those gimps at very low damage.
This is the 2v1 kill right here for Addy Mestic.
Oh, this was an
so
amazing
much
play
right there, and completely reverses it right.
Side air off,
kill
get
right
one.
there.
Unarmed, uppercut, get the other.
Nice
Beautiful.
Kill. Nice kill. Oh man, Mini and Goosey up by 1 now. It's 1-0 in this best of 3. The Reason team's gonna have to win 2 in a row to bring this back. Let's see if they can do it. Looks like we've got a character change here. Cake switching from Queen Nai to Mirage.
Ooh, interesting.
I wonder how that's gonna work out for him.
Now, you know, a lot of people, they've talked about Scythe in 2v2s because it has those options. It has that active input. You get to choose which way you send the opponent that you grabbed on some of its attacks. So it's easier to knock them into team combos and setups.
Yeah, it's a difficult weapon to use, and especially difficult to utilize in 2v2 properly because your teammate needs to be as good as playing with a scythe as you do playing with the scythe. Right?
Yeah, because there is definitely a drawback to it. While you can choose which direction to send the opponent, that does mean you're stuck in that attack for a longer period of time.
Right. Already off to a quick start here. Goosey and Mini with a damage, a very solid damage lead. Mini's got Cake off the side. He might be dead. I don't know if Cake's gonna be able to make it back.
Sent off the side. Cake
Wow.
manages to survive, but his teammate went down to 2 stocks.
Oh my goodness, what a kill. Nice down air to recovery.
Wow.
That was a pure combo. Excellent.
Mini and
Excellent by
Goosey with 2 KOs in just about 30 seconds. Massive early lead.
This is great to see. Goosey is such a good 2v2 player. We never see him in the 1v1 brackets, right? He is purely here to support Mini. That's his role. He is a 2v2 player with Mini. That's what he does.
Oh, getting Cake, sending him down.
Cake's
Addy
in
Mestic
trouble.
going for the save.
Cake makes it back though and reverses it with his own ground pound. Nice kill by Cake.
I really like seeing that Addy Mestic dip down around that corner just to pressure Goosey off of Cake. Because if he has to think about that ground pound coming, he cannot go full deep to get that KO.
Mini out the side here, but Cake's gonna go back and attack his teammate. Just let Mini come back on. Gets the kill with a downlight. That was nice.
Similar to the previous match, stocks are even, but the damage deficit is really showing for the red team.
Yeah.
Cake and Addy Mestic pretty far behind.
Once again, Mini and Goosey with a damage lead, despite the dots being the same. And Goosey's off the edge here. Addy Mestic might get an edge guard.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, nice move by Goosey. He's again in this edge guard situation, though.
Cake is putting on a clinic with the scythe on the right-hand side.
Addy Mestic scores the kill on the left
They're
side.
looking to clean up another stock here soon.
Finally, Reason now is in the lead for the first time in these matches. Double combo there. He got both of his enemies. And for me, quick little sidelight with
so damaged. That's all it takes.
Just kicked him off the edge. Just a quick little kick. Nice. Cake punishes Goosey for attacking Addy Mestic. That's a big thing you can do in 2v2 is that a lot of moves, because you went for it. If you went for it, even if you land it, your teammate's able to punish them for you because they landed it.
Yeah, if they're ready, damage, almost like chess pieces, you know.
Yeah, it's not always safe to go for those big 1v1 combos because in 2v2, your teammate can just come and help out before it's over.
Oh man, blue team kind of sandwiching them between, but Addy Mestic firing off Ephi.
Goosey's out!
Oh my gosh!
Goosey is out! Ephi now has the 2v1. He's got 2 stocks, and Breezin has 1 stock each. So he's got a good chance at making this happen. He's gonna be looking to kill Cake first. Cake has a much more amount of damage on him than Addy Mestic does.
Yeah, you see him really just kind of pressuring Addy Mestic away and then going in for the KO.
Yeah, Cake with the punish. That's what I'm talking about. And for me, he went for the side air. There's a lot of recovery on that move, and Cake was able to get a kill for him, but get a kill onto him before that move was over. So Ephi down to 1 stock now. Cake's pretty damaged. You can see him kind of taking a support role here. He's letting Addy Mestic take the lead, and hopefully they can string together a combo here to lock down Ephi and get the damage on him quickly. They're trying to get in between them. Ooh, Addy Mestic almost
is not going to
it.
be enough. No. Ephi looking to secure this KO while not getting hit himself. Yeah. He cannot afford to take any kind of damage while there's the 2v1.
He's doing great so far. He hasn't taken that much damage. He's still got a pretty good shot at winning this 2v1.
Ulgrim is a pretty beefy character, pretty high defense, so he can go rough and tumble.
Oh, Cake with the reversal. Addy Mestic's coming in to support. He gets back. Ephi makes it back. Both players trying to get him trying to sandwich him here.
Oh man, Ephi is just threading these needles over and over again.
Yeah.
Navigating the minefield.
Oh my goodness, this is close. Cake's got him off the side. He's gonna let him back on. They want Ephi in between them.
I mean, that's what you're looking for. When you've got the 2v1, you want to sandwich the opponent. So that way, even if they attack your teammate, you're able to
Ephi with a recovery gets the kill, and now Addy Mestic has to 1v1 this. Oh my goodness, they're at even damage. It's anybody's game. Ephi's come so far in this 2v1. Can he seal it? Well, if he wins this, he moves on to the next round.
You're right. They are up in the set, so this is do or die for Addy Mestic here. Winner side if he loses.
No!
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness! Ephi with the amazing 2v1 knocks Reason, Addy Mestic, and Cake down to the lower bracket. Wow! Let's check out this replay here. Nice.
Oh, and there it is. Addy Mestic coming down to pressure Goosey, so that way he wouldn't be able to get that KO on Cake. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was a good kill. He caught him.
Ephi and Goosey are going to be moving on in the bracket, continuing that winner's side.
Excellent, excellent. We've got another match.
I mean, that it goes to say that is not the end of Addy Mestic and Cake.
No,
they're just moving down to the lower bracket.
A double elimination
bracket. Double elimination tournament. Everyone is playing in that best of 3 set. Oh, does it look like we have the next match already set
up?
Oh my gosh.
We're going to see.
Yeah, take a look at the bracket. Show
here.
us what matches are coming up.
Okay, we got the bracket.
Yeah, we'll bring that up. I think the next one that we've got slated is going to be Underworld Esports Stimpy and Lanz versus Coration and Slug.
Now that's an interesting match because we've had Stimpy and Lanz haven't been a team for long. The one tournament that they did compete in together, they nearly won. They went farther than anybody expected. At the same time, though, Coration and Slug, new team on the block, so to speak. They've been around. They've been around for
yeah. They've been making some serious
They're new. We kind of call them. We kind of been calling them new, but really.
They've been around quite a while.
They've been doing extremely well.
They've been playing for a while. They've been doing really well in twos. They're a solid team. You know, we've even had them on the esports dev stream before, playing a bunch of matches.
And they just crushed it together. They did so well together.
Yeah, I love seeing their team combos. So it looks like you got Stimpy and Lanz.
They're almost, I want to say they're new, but we've been saying they're new for the past like 2 or 3 tournaments we've seen them in.
That's because they're just so fresh. They're
fresh.
always new.
They're fresh. Really, they've played in a few tournaments together, but it hasn't been that long.
No.
But it's like we see since they've began playing together, which was really only like 3 tournaments ago, they've been at least top 4 in every single tournament they've competed in.
Easily.
It's exciting to see him in here now. Coration and Slug, amazing teammates, really. Coration, I gotta talk about Coration. You know, he's a professional player in some other games as well. Bloodline Champions, first one that comes to mind, way back in the day. One of the best players and played one of the fastest characters in the game. So no surprise to see him playing Hattori right now. And on the other side, you know, recently sponsored by Underworld, Stimpy has won several 1v1 tournaments himself, especially in the beginning of the season, right? Early on, he was crushing the 1v1 scene himself. This is going to be a good match. This is going to be a really, really good match. Stimpy and Lanz versus Coration and Slug. Let's see what happens.
Oh man, going to Mammoth Fortress again, one of those very neutral maps. It's got medium-sized walls, it's got a nice big area on stage to fight. Another interesting thing to 2v2 is always watching how these openings go. You can see Slug and Lanz were the first one to pick up weapons. A weapon will spawn on each side, one for the team.
Yeah, that's right. As opposed to 1v1 where it's a single
Yeah.
weapon spawning in the middle, each team basically gets one weapon spawn behind their starting positions in 2v2.
Yeah, it takes a moment for those to come in, so you kind of choose somebody to be the forward position and maybe try and steal the other team's weapon.
There's enough time. Wow, Slug, amazing.
Oh
I just realized they're playing double Hattori here. Oh my goodness, Coration with a gimp off the side within 40 seconds. An excellent start to this match for Coration and Slug. Stimpy already in red. He may just get taken down here. Corsation's trying to finish him off. He gets the side sig. That's it.
Early 2-stock lead for Slug and Coration.
2-stock lead is gonna go a long way in this match. Nice little combo there. Slug and Coration getting 2 quick neutral lights off. That was good. That's one of the big things about 2v2 is, you know, the hit stun isn't over yet, but they're too far away for you to follow up on that hit. Your teammate can come in and follow up on it for you.
Man, this is crazy just watching the rotation of Slug and Coration. Whenever they have the open air, they end up attacking one of the teammates. Once they knock them away, they immediately turn around and go for the other.
They have that's very good teamwork. They're doing they're really, oh my god, Coration! That was incredible!
Madness.
Oh, what a ballsy play. That was courageous. He really went down there. He had the ability. He's in the lead. Lanz scores the kill on the Slug, but it might be too late. They got to do a lot of work to come back from this. Corsation's so damaged. That's gonna do it. Grounded neutral air from Hammer. From Lanz's Hammer will get the kill, and they've still got a ways to go.
Stimpy getting sent off the right-hand side, though. The 2-stock lead continues.
They've still got a solid 2-stock lead, 1 stock each. Things are looking really good for Coration and Slug right now.
Man, this double Hattori, who knew? I mean, we've seen it before. They're very high-speed legends, right? One of them ends up running the sword, one ends up running the spear. You get the range, you get the quickness. Makes it very difficult to penetrate that team defense.
They've clearly been working on this. This seems to be working really, really well for them. Stimpy and Lanz, though, they're doing a great job closing this lead.
Yeah, they push Coration and Slug into the red without taking much damage themselves.
Look at this, they're letting Slug come back and they're 2v1ing Coration instead. It's looking like it's working out for them. Coration now on the side. Stimpy might be going for an edge guard here. Slug came in and protected his friend. He protected his teammate, allowed him to recover. That's good 2v2 play right there.
Oh,
and there it is.
Man.
The stock lead is gone. The stock lead is gone. There's a bit of a damage lead, but everyone's on their final stock. Stimpy and Lanz could possibly bring this back now. They have one good combo, one good gimp, and they're going to be in the lead.
Uh-oh. Lanz better watch out. He's getting pretty damaged. I know Slug and QS are going to be trying to knock him out pretty
Here
early
comes Coration for the edge guard on the Lanz. Lanz makes it back up, though. Grabs the weapon. He's good now. Wow,
fighting
he
his way
stuck.
back.
Oh,
no! The friendly fire.
That's difficult. That's difficult. You know, he did a great job. Lance did a great job recovering there. He threw his lance down, which gave him space to finish recovering, but unfortunately, friendly fire. Stimpy got him with a hammer neutral there. That's all it takes.
Yeah,
let's see if Coration and Slug can finish this off. It's still totally...
Oh my gosh, the weapon toss confirming for Slug.
Oh, and Stimpy is down. Coration and Slug take the first game in this best-of-3 set. And we got an instant replay here. Let's see what's happening.
Look at this. This is going to be Coration from downtown. Here we go from the top ropes.
Oh,
yes.
That is so nice. That is so nice. Great play by Coration right there.
Oh, man. So Stimpy and Lanz, what kind of adjustments are we expecting to see from them?
Well, it looks like Stimpy has changed now to Lance himself. Maybe they've got some double Lance plays in mind.
Now, Stimpy,
that's rare.
He's no stranger to Scarlet. He used to run her a lot last year, especially during a lot of the Brawl League events.
Good point, good point.
So he's very well versed in the hammer, especially the Lance. He loves Scarlet. I guess maybe he just didn't want to run double Scarlet.
Well, they're running double Scarlet now. It's double Scarlet versus double Hattori. Interesting match. It's got to be the first time I've ever seen this in a 2v2. They must have some plays in mind with this double Lance play, and that's a pretty unorthodox move. We haven't seen that. Oh my god! Coration almost! That was pretty cool. He almost scored an amazing kill. That would have been such a great early kill for Slug and Coration.
Oh my gosh, just trading blows back and forth on the right-hand side.
They're working on a pretty good lead already. Corsation's got Lance off the side. They're both going in for a double edge guard, but Stimpy's helping him recover. Lance makes it back. Stimpy's got Slug on the side. Oh! And we've got the first kill. It's on to Lanz.
Oh man, is that going to be enough? Coration can't make it back. Stimpy with the perfectly timed down air.
Ties the game up with that move. 3 stocks, 5 stocks to 5 stocks, I guess you could say.
Oh man.
3 and 2, 3 and 2.
Yep, damage just about even.
And wow,
for the next KO, and it's Slug getting it on Stimpy.
That was a pretty unexpected side air. He came in a strange position. You don't usually see that position for the side air. He got the kill. It was perfectly executed.
I like that. Stimpy, you know, he recognized, hey, I might not be able to edge guard him right now, so I'm going to arm up with the weapon. I'm going to try and help out my teammate. That was a great rotation.
That's smart play, yeah. As soon as you can't do anything against the opponent you've assigned yourself, you can just go back and help your teammate. Uh-oh.
Oh.
That down air spelled the death for Slug. Luckily, he was pretty damaged and on his first stock, so that accident didn't cost him too much, but with Corsation's death, it just might. Stimpy and Lanz have taken the lead.
Here we go, Coration looking to arm up, goes over, grabs the spear.
Wow, that gravity cancel from Slug.
He grabbed the spear and is
Corsation's
so
down
quick
air to side air combo. He's got the edge guard. Lanz might not be able to make it back.
Wow.
Is he going? Is he coming back?
Oh!
Great move by Slug. Coration wasn't able to continue the edge guard because he went underneath the stage, but Slug was ready on the other side.
That was smart play, smart positioning.
Smart positioning, smart positioning. Looks like we've got a bit of an issue here. I think maybe Stimpy is having some... It might be Stimpy having some connection trouble or something. It looks like he's been standing still.
Competitors hitting the taunt, saying, "Hey, just a moment."
Well, this is respect right here. This is you know, as far as the rules are concerned, they should be fighting, right? They should just kill them right now.
Absolutely.
If all they really wanted was the win, they respect Stimpy. They know, you know, he's all the way in Africa. He might be having, he might be having some connection troubles or something like that. They want this to be a fair fight. So they're gonna wait till he can fix his problem before they continue fighting. This is good sportsmanship. You can't you can't knock him for this. It slows down the action for us, but they just want an even fight. It looks like Stimpy moved. They might be ready to go here.
All right, because the general rule is you do have 10 seconds once the match starts if you got any connection issues.
Okay, look, it looks like they're back in action now. We're back in action. They're all bouncing around. I think.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting situated, making sure everything seems
They're
fine.
doing a bit of a connection test, I think, with this.
All right,
Oh,
there
that
it is.
taunt says everything's ready to go. And just like that, Coration and Slug with a quick black hole.
That was so much damage so quickly. Stimpy's got to be careful. He's getting knocked off.
Nice combo from Slug and Coration. A little neutralite into his side sig there. That's great. Nice side sig from Coration knocks Lanz off. He's not even going for the edge guard. He's going to turn around, help his buddy Slug.
Uh-oh. Slug possibly in trouble here.
Look at that, every time
Stimpy.
Stimpy, oh my goodness!
Turns it around, the gravity cancel side signature, sending Stimpy out.
Slug and Coration now in the lead. That's unfortunate. Stimpy and Lanz had the lead just a minute ago. And Lanz is pretty damaged. He's got to be careful here. Nice kill onto Slug.
Damage not too far apart.
That's a good point. It's really up to Stimpy, up to Lanz and Coration respectively to not die first. Right, they are more damaged. When you're damaged like this on your last stock, you've got to let your teammate take the lead. There's still a lot you can do, and being alive is much more important than getting any little bit of damage out in a risky way.
Oh, absolutely.
So you can see Coration. He's playing very, very safe right now. And you know what? In all that safety, Slug got damaged
going for a pretty aggressive play there.
Stimpy and Lanz now have the upper hand. The first kill is going to be
so
important.
There it is!
That's it. Lanz gets the kill, and just like that, Corsation's dead too. It's 1-1 now.
Oh my gosh.
That was a crazy match.
That was amazing. We saw Lanz using a lot of that Lance movement is built into the kit to try and do like these drive-by attacks almost.
Yeah, he gets out of there. On one hand, it's a little dangerous, right? Because your teammate can easily get hit with all the motion you're doing with these big Lance hitboxes. At the same time, moving your hurt box along with your hitboxes can be rather safe as long as you're depending on where you do it, you can get away from them at the same time as possibly hurting them.
Yep, and that's exactly what he needed to hold on to that stock, force the 2v1. All right, looks like we are in the stage banning phase again here, going back to Mammoth Fortress.
Back to Mammoth.
Very popular pick. We're running back the same legend choices. Double Scarlet versus double Hattori.
It seemed to work out for them. This is honestly the first time I've seen double Scarlet in a 2v2 tournament, and it seems to be working out great. Lanz and Stimpy have got to be the best team for it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Lanz has been playing Scarlet forever. Stimpy's been playing Scarlet forever.
These are some of the best Lanz players in the game, for sure. Nice. Coration did a good job punishing Lanz with that attack.
Yeah, if your teammate's going to get hit, if you can guarantee a punish on that to just trade, keep the damage even, that's what you're looking for.
Right, and you don't want to hit them too fast. You have to let their attack finish on your teammate before you punish them. Otherwise, you risk hurting your teammate twice over, right?
Right.
Nice neutral super Corsation's not enough to get the kill onto Stimpy. He's still on Stimpy though. Coration really trying to seal it up on Stimpy. He's still after him right now. Oh no, switches targets now to Lanz. And both players have switched targets here. You know, these players are great with their teamwork. This has not devolved into separate 1v1s at all. No. It continues. I mean, it's just a world of chaos in this match. Both players separated off into their own sides, and Slug catches his teammate in a gravity cancel signature.
Wow,
Lanz
double Lance side sig.
Oh
man, that's crazy.
That evens
just
up the stocks.
Shove them off.
Slug secures the kill, and now Coration is the only player with 3 stocks, putting Slug and Coration in the lead.
You see him trying to separate a bit, play almost a bit of a support role.
Yeah, and that's a smart play.
Momentary rotations back to Slug. See if there's anything that he can convert off of.
Converting off of your teammate's attack, that's definitely the thing to do when you're damaged like this. There's still a lot of damage he can do without dying, and the longer he holds on to those 3 stocks, the better. Look at that, he interrupted Lanz's combo onto Slug with a downlight. He didn't even follow up the downlight for risk of hitting his teammate. Oh, Coration and Slug!
Gosh.
Oh, but Stimpy! Stimpy from the sky comes down with his hammer.
Amazing! Lanz throwing the lance upwards to protect himself, and then Stimpy just converting that into a KO.
This is action-packed. Slug gets the kill on the Stimpy from way up in the sky.
Stocks were even, but not for too long.
Slug's really damaged, though. I think Stimpy and Lanz are going to... Oh, my goodness!
No!
Coration with an early kill. They've even got a little combo onto Stimpy in the meantime.
Man, that is why it is so dangerous to have your teammate knocked out, and then you have to fight that 2v1. I know we've said it time and again, but it really shows through. Why do you need to fight 1v1s when you can get guaranteed damage in a 2v1?
That's a good point. That's a good point. Slug's pretty damaged right now, but that doesn't really matter. Coration and Slug are so far ahead. Stimpy and Lanz both.
Whoa!
Nice.
From
nice
all
kill.
the way across, corner to corner.
He was really damaged for that to have killed from where it did. Stimpy and Lanz, they're in trouble here. They're pretty close to death. Stimpy might go down right now.
He's in
Slug,
trouble. His teammate's not able to disengage and save him.
Slug chose the perfect path, the perfect lane, if you will, for that ground pound. He went way outside, knowing that Stimpy was going to try to go outside to recover, and got the kill. I mean, that was such a hard read. Coration and Slug looking good right now. They are probably going to take this match. Unless Lanz can do some work here.
Using that Lance movement to try and fight.
Lanz
not get stuck between
he's not going to give up. In fact, if he can just get a kill on the Slug, it's just a simple 1v1 with a huge damage deficit. No problem for Lanz. Oh, whoa. Nice touch. Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Lanz converted off of that. That was incredible. Can Lanz? No.
Oh, no. Slug cleaning it up.
He caught him with that.
They were able to make that sacrifice. Coration and Slug, they're going to be moving on 2-1. That was absolutely crazy.
That's a huge win for them in top 8. Let's see the action here. This is a nice clip. That quick kill.
Ooh,
oh, man.
The recovery way at the top.
And then look
into
at that
the little combo. Beautiful.
That's good damage, man. That is good damage.
Man, oh man. Their conversions and just the awareness for the team. Absolutely crazy.
What a match. Coration and Slug versus Lanz and Stimpy. Great way to kick off this tournament, man. Well, I guess the tournament's been going on for a while. Great way to kick off the stream, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, so they will be moving on. Lanz and Stimpy, they're going to be moving into the lower bracket.
That's right.
And I think that'll show us what
Speaking
our
of the bracket,
of
the bracket, let's take a look here. We've got our bracket right here.
Wow, so winners finals is decided with that match. It's going to be Mini and Goosey versus Coration and Slug.
That is going to be an awesome winners finals. I can't wait.
That's crazy.
Mini and Goosey versus Coration and Slug.
But you know,
Holy
this
cow.
is a double elimination tournament.
That's right.
So everyone else still has a chance to win it, and we're looking at Stimpy and Lanz going down into there, Addy, Mestic, and Cake, who we saw before. But in order to be able to fight them, it looks like we've got Stardust and Daiku against Kazu and FortXD.
Oh my goodness, this is great. We've got the Enix team. Well, half of the Enix team at least.
Yeah, Daiku representing Enix and Stardust. You know, he's a longtime sparring partner of Daiku.
Yeah, good point. Good point. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, and Kazu, FortXD, we've been seeing them. They always do exceedingly well in the 2v2 space. Not really 1v1 players.
That's right. Neither of them are big into 1v1. They are, but they are a very solid 2v2 team.
Yeah,
Here
it's
they
one
are,
of those where
top 8,
you know,
championship.
The whole is greater than the sum of its parts, right?
Right. Yeah. Individually, they're not in top 8. But together,
as a team, they are monsters.
They are monsters. So interesting character picks here. We've got 3 Bodvars in the mix. 3 different Bodvars in the mix. All on different skins. Look at those skins. Those are nice skins. Those are nice. You should buy a bunch of Brawlhalla skins, huh? and Stardust playing Nash. Now we've been seeing Stardust play a lot of Nash lately.
Oh yeah.
He's very quick, very strong, and that's exactly how Stardust plays the character. It works very well for him. So here we go, Kazu and FortXD versus Stardust and Daiku. Let's see. Top 8 Summer Championship.
All right, both of them rotating over, trying to take each other's weapons, but getting a little bit of damage for their trouble.
Now, I believe Daiku and Stardust won the last 2v2 European event. And that was their first tournament together as well.
Yeah,
they haven't been playing together that
crazy.
long. I mean, they've been playing together since beta, right? But not as a team in official tournament. And here they are, man. Already strong showing in the beginning of this match. Daiku, Kazu reverses it. Oh, but Daiku Daiku reverses Kazu's
Oh
reversal.
my gosh, that's it. And he
kill.
gets some extra damage on FortXD in the meantime.
Oh my goodness, Daiku with an amazing kill there. Totally reversed.
Stardust cleaning up the stock. They've got a 2-stock lead 45 seconds in.
That's a great lead to have at the start of this match. Daiku did a good job there, avoiding hitting his teammate. Not only that,
oh my gosh, getting all this
well.
double damage. He's hitting both opponents at the same time.
Huge damage coming out from both players, but unfortunately, Daiku gets caught and killed.
Oh man, immediately arms up with the hammer and finds some hits.
You got a 2v1 going over there while Stardust recovers. Nice kill by Kazu. That evens up the game. They are not that far behind.
Here we go, dude. Daiku trying to get something started. Stardust trying to keep a back line.
Ooh, okay. So they've split off a little bit here, but they're moving into some teamwork plays.
This is really interesting. You know, when you have 2v2s going on, your team can look at pretty much a couple different confirmations and combinations that you can go for.
Right.
Kazu and FortXD, they seem to like to try and sandwich the other team in between them, force them towards the center stage as they take the edge.
Kazu gets killed by Daiku off the edge.
But that's the dangerous part. If you're holding the edge, you are that much closer to being knocked out. Daiku and Stardust,
good point.
They fight the true front war, but they have more of the stage for them.
Oh my goodness. Well, FortXD just got a kill onto Daiku off the right side with a sword ground pound. And that evens up. This is pretty even right now. Pretty even. Daiku and Stardust are ahead by just a little bit in terms of damage, but it's a pretty negligible amount. They might just be able to turn this around.
Oh yeah. FortXD so damaged, looking to get knocked down by just the next hit.
The Stardust threaded the needle with that side sig there. Got a hit onto Kazu without hitting Daiku, and that's a kill
Cleaning
for Daiku, putting him ahead.
Now this is dangerous. 3 stocks remain for the red team, Stardust and Daiku.
Nice recovery from Daiku. Holy cow.
Only 1 stock left. FortXD, he is by himself.
Oh man, Daiku's close to death. I think FortXD is going to want to be getting a quick kill onto Daiku and try to win the 1v1 against Stardust. He knocks Stardust away.
He's got a moment.
Gets
He
a
can
kill
try.
onto Stardust. Maybe he can get something onto Daiku. Daiku knows. He knows better. He's staying away. He's waiting for Stardust to come back before he engages. He wants to support Stardust, not necessarily go for a straight engagement. He might be able to get they almost got a team combo there. Very close to setting up a brutal team combo.
Yep, and this is usually what you see. The more damaged teammate is going to play that back line.
Yeah, that's just smart play. That's just smart. There's a lot you can do converting off of your teammate's hit stun on the opponent, rather than trying to engage yourself.
You have it to give. Oh, FortXD not going to be able to. That spear down air does it.
The perfect laser-guided spear down air gets the kill. And Stardust and Daiku are up by 1 in this best-of-3 set. Man.
Oh, man.
Good match. Good match. Okay, I believe this is Daiku's reversal.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is where he reverses the reversal.
Down air. And another one, just to be sure.
He's out. He was... Kazu thought he was about to get the kill onto Daiku, but Daiku just immediately turned it around. On to game 2. Stardust and Daiku up by 1. Here we go.
Running it back. Same stage, same legends.
Same stage, same legends. These guys are unafraid.
Oh, wow. Blue team getting both weapons, but took damage for it.
Yeah, well, Kazu got a little bit of team damage there, and Stardust just comboed off of it with his opponent. He comboed with his opponent against his opponent. That's it's great. That's great for you when that happens, right? You can...
Uh-oh, Stardust in trouble on the right-hand side. Daiku rotating over to give support. Ooh, beautiful combo.
Nice kill. Daiku
is that
might
it for
be able
Kazu?
to... Come on. Oh, Kazu gets back up, but not before.
Oh,
my God.
Synchronized KOs.
Double kill. That's an ace right there. Wow, that was an amazing kill. Good job, Stardust and Daiku crushing that.
Stardust pouring on some damage with the spear, rotating targets so well. I love seeing that when you knock one opponent away and then you immediately turn on their teammate.
Yeah, in fact, you have so much time, depending on how damaged they are, how far you knocked them away. You have time to go help and assist. Nice kill by Daiku off the right side. They're so far ahead. You got time after knocking them away to go help your teammate and still come back for the edge guard as if you never left.
They're working on the dream right now.
This is the dream, the 6 stock dream.
2.
They just might be able to do it. Oh, they caught him in a neutral light, but but Stardust wasn't there to continue the combo. This is close. Stardust off the side, still
No,
not
he's not
dead.
done yet. Daiku with the double.
Oh my god, Stardust caught him with a neutralizing combo, but Kazu gets the reversal.
That's not yet
dead
enough.
yet.
Oh!
That was so close. The 6-stock dream is dead, but they've got a solid chance at winning the rest of this match. Stardust is down, bringing this red team to 4 stocks. Don't think it's gonna matter though.
No.
Looks like Kazu is on his own now. Stardust and Daiku have so many stocks to play with here. They're gonna be playing risky here. They don't mind if they hit each other at this point.
Wow,
there's the kill.
look at that area denial. Just the coverage between those two.
My goodness,
Both
Stardust
of them
and Daiku.
throwing out their hammers, then trying for dive kicks, then ground pounds.
Now check, I have a good feeling I know what replay this is gonna be.
Yeah, man, it's twos. You want to be so in sync with your teammate that you can even score KOs at the same time.
Boom, double right there. That was so nice. Brutal.
Man, that was an insane lead.
That was, yeah, they really,
Jeez.
that last game in the set was pretty one-sided. Daiku and Stardust showing their skills out here. And that, I believe, was that lower side? Was that the lower side?
Yeah, that was lower side, top 8.
Kazu and Fort XD are out of the tournament. Stardust and Daiku move on.
Oh, man.
Good for them. Good for them. They're still in it.
Whew.
Man, that was a heck of a match.
That's intense. That is really intense. This action is just heating up. 2v2 EU Summer Championship. I'm ready. I'm ready for this. This is going to be insane. We've got more coming up for you guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you shortly.
We're going to go off a quick 5-minute break. We'll be right back with some epic 2v2 action. Epic indeed, huh? This is some great stuff.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back, everyone, to EU 2v2 Summer Championship. Now I'm joined by my friend here, Toast.
Hello, everyone. Hope you all are doing well. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty well. This action has been crazy so far. I know we've seen a bunch of matches, insane gameplay, in-sync team play. Let's take a look at what we've already seen on stream here.
Oh man, I've been watching, out in the back, and it's been super exciting. And I mean, I'm looking at this bracket now too, and I'm just thinking like, can it get any better than this?
I mean, Mini and Goosey sitting in winners finals, Coration and Slug there as well. I don't know, Mini and Goosey were looking so strong.
Playing so well.
Such a dominating force.
Oh man.
And then Daiku and Stardust moving on in the lower bracket. That's going to be crazy. Ephi and Eramm sitting around down there waiting for their next opponent. And I think that's the match that we're going to be looking at next.
Right now, I believe so. And I think that their next opponent will be TB and Multimum, right?
Yeah, that is what we're getting in here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, TB and Multimum versus Eramm and Ephi. TB and Multimum, longtime teammates together.
Forever, really. And I mean, we saw TB and Multimum both yesterday in the 1v1 tournament, and they both performed really well. It's going to be kind of an interesting dynamic to see how they're able to bring their single strengths in their 1v1 to their 2v2 play against Eramm and Ephi.
Yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned that because Eramm actually won the 1v1 yesterday. Right. That was crazy. We'll see if those skills will be transferring over nicely into the 2v2 space. He's playing with Ephi. They are both playing from Reason Gaming. You know, they've been a solid team and force in the EU region for a long time now.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, I'm thinking if I'm Ephi or if I'm Eramm, I'm thinking maybe, our team snagged that first place finish yesterday. Can we do it again? Can we have a repeat performance? And, it's totally possible at this stage in the game.
It would be pretty great, snagging both the 1v1 and the 2v2. We've seen that in previous seasonal championships. So I think I like his chances.
Yeah. I'm excited for this game to start. See where they're gonna end up, where they're gonna end going, what map they're gonna choose. We do have the picks out locked in from most of our players right now, and you can see that on your screen. You're gonna see that Wushang out from TB, that Lucian out from Multimum, and you got double Asuri from Reason Gaming right now.
Wow. Double Asuri, that's going to be something. I know, looks like we're probably going to have to change some of the teams there.
Yes.
Real quick. But, Ephi and Eramm, he's been playing Asuri forever. He's a Katars player. He absolutely loves them. Multimum, also a longtime Katars player. I know they talk a lot. I know they train a lot together in the EU scene. We see them bantering back and forth. Multimum was the first one to congratulate Eramm on taking the tournament yesterday. Yes. He was very proud of him. I don't know, I think it's just kind of that camaraderie of coming from the same region and playing that same weapon,
And it'll be interesting to see how that weapon comes out in the gameplay here. Like you said, both of them very skilled, very talented with those guitars. We saw some incredible guitar play yesterday. And is there potential here for some like double guitar half pipes?
I would like to see that. That would be very interesting. Add like the double ramps into it. Just build the whole skate park. Just fly around on these blades, man.
Tony Hawk style.
That would be amazing. And you know what? With that, it's very interesting that Ephi is playing Asuri. He's usually been favoring a lot of, previously in this season, Mirage. He loves the Scythe. He's been playing Blasters previously. He was one of the only players to pick up Vrax in last year's World Championship. Right. So we haven't really seen too much Katars and Sword from Ephi.
Though, it could be in the 2v2, that Sword sets you up for a very, very
great
approachable
confirms into those team combos.
Yeah, into those team combos, exactly.
That Neutralite is an amazing setup tool for your teammate.
Exactly, and I mean, you have that double sword, you have that toolkit to go ahead and get in there and really dish the damage out quite excessively.
Ooh, Ephi going to try and start one of those Qatar half pipes, just dive up, dive down, but they're able to escape. I love seeing that. Multimum and TB each taking the separate dodge option. That way, not both of them would get caught, at most only one of them.
It's aspects like that that make the 2v2 gameplay just so intense. We saw a beautiful grab cancel right there, but TB ready with the dodge right there. Going with the ground pound, Ephi comfortable waiting on that wall, but TB right there again with that ground pound, picking up that KO. Gonna knock the red team down one stock early on.
Yo, Eramm pretty damaged too. He's got to watch out. You see him hanging back, playing a bit more of that support role, seeing where he can dash in, get a little bit of damage, and there it is, that pressure coming out from Eramm.
TB again has Eramm on the wall over here, goes for the ground pound, but Eramm out of the way already. But Ephi ready with the turnaround as TB comes back up. TB on the edge. TB just saves Multimum out of that SIG.
That was insane. Great team play. You know, since there is friendly fire, if your teammate is getting knocked out very fast, you can try and redirect him with an attack of your own. Maybe stop him in place.
And that's the time of, beautiful ground pound out there from Multimum on Ephi. Ephi down to his final stock. Eramm just gets knocked out there as well. Eramm down to 2 stocks.
They're a 3-stock lead right now.
And they're looking pretty good. The red team looking to get this KO here somewhat, but TB and Multimum not saying no, you can't KO. But right there, we did just see the first KO, second KO.
All right, that's what we're looking for. All right, both of them, arm up, guitars, and sword. They need to get some of this team damage. And you know what, sometimes that can be a little unfortunate. If you do score those 2 KOs very quickly, you don't have that time of a power play, that 2v1. You kind of miss out on that action.
And that 2v1 is so critical. Even though it's only there for 6 or 7 seconds, you can dish out so much damage if you're ready there with your opponent, with your teammate.
Yeah, this time Ephi, the one playing on the back foot, he's nearing the red. We're going to see him likely go for a bit more of the support role in this 2v2.
Oh, look, Ephi really going down deep on TB, picking up that gravity cancel.
Is that enough? Is that going to do it?
He has the dodge, he gets the wall touch with the weapon throw to secure his safe landing.
Wow, excellent recovery. You know they want to even up these stocks. They need that power play time. TB going way off the right-hand side, fighting his way back onto stage.
Moving in, hitting that sider onto Eramm at the same time picking up the recovery onto Ephi, knocks Ephi out, and then Eramm gets knocked out there. Multimum with the ground pound ready to go. This is putting it into a 2v1 situation, not looking so good for the red team.
4 stocks to 1. This is a titan of a mountain for Eramm to climb. I will be severely impressed if he manages to make this comeback.
TB fishing down there with those gauntlets, trying to keep Eramm away in a position where Multimum can get in there and kind of push him. There's the downer into the ground pound off the screen for the KO.
Just in the bubble. They weren't even on the screen. They were fighting just off screen. That was absolutely insane.
The control needed to execute that when you can't see where you're going, because when you're in the bubble, you have no idea where you are.
That's the experience playing through. You know, he's seen that situation before. He knows how far that down air is going to knock him, how far he needs to move to convert that ground pound.
I mean, it was incredible. And you know what? I would love to have seen, like, would he been able to recover without that ground pound, or was the ground pound absolutely necessary to confirm that KO?
I would like to think it was.
I would like to think it was as well.
And if not, it at least sends an extremely strong message of, hey, we had such a massive lead that whole time, and then we just cleaned you out at the end.
Right. I mean, that was incredible. And I mean, especially, you know, you saw them both, that 3-stock lead at the beginning. You know, they're hanging there right before that quick double KO. But I mean, they were really putting out the pressure early on and really taking that lead and taking those damages where they can.
Wow, and it looks like we're seeing a bit of a change. Ephi going over to Ember, playing that bow and guitars. And we have a stage change as well, going to Blackguard Keep. A little wider, a couple areas more to recover to.
You got those floating platforms on the left and the right, and they really do give a little bit more space to maneuver and kind of position yourself for optimal engagement.
Yeah, I wonder how we're going to see that play out. Ephi and Eramm, you know, they played off stage quite a bit, especially Eramm at the end there. He was really looking to just turn around that deficit with the offstage play, maybe score some early gimps and ground pounds. I wonder if they're going to play heavily on these platforms.
Would be interesting to see. I mean, they are favoring the right side. That nice down signature right there. Gonna knock Ephi out off of the right side of the screen. Puts the blue team, again, in a little bit of a lead right here. It's always so interesting to see how they engage in the middle, right? 1-on-1, 2-on-1, kind of regrouping with your teammate. We're seeing kind of a little bit of all right now.
Oh man, just watching the rotation of TB and Multimum, they're like one unified swarm. They've got that hive mind. They're moving from one opponent to the other almost simultaneously.
It's that kind of synchronicity that really allows these 2v2 teams to shine. Multimum has Ephi out on the side, turns around as Eramm picks up that SIG, but Multimum.
Wow! KO on the right-hand side, but I loved seeing that side light bounce him off the wall into the down heavy. Almost scored the double KO there.
That was incredible. And Ephi again, right now, here we have Ephi on one stock, Eramm in the red. We just saw Multimum get knocked out with that, what I believe was a side sig right there. And then Eramm here on the right side, side airing into TB, has TB, gets the wall touch with the weapon throw, picks up the spear again, goes into the recovery. But the double down airs from both of the red players right now, moving in, but TB picking up their recovery, gonna knock Eramm down to his second stock.
All right, 2v1 getting a little bit of damage. You know, I think that's fine. With Ephi being down at one stock, I would hit both my teammate and him all day.
All day. That's exactly, and you know, that's that kind of decision making on the spot that you gotta make, and you know they're communicating with each other about that kind of play.
Uh-oh, side sig coming out from Multimum sends Eramm over to the far side. TB trying to clean it up, but no! Eramm turns it around!
Picks up that ground pound, that gravity cancel signature. Punished by Eramm, who goes in for that down air, but Multimum has that recovery for the safety. Picks up the recovery on Ephi. Ephi up on the top of the screen. Will live, survives as Eramm pushes Multimum out on the right side. TB into the recovery, dodging through, going, really looking for this KO on Eramm. Eramm, though, trying to outspace Multimum with Ephi, trying to get that 2v1 situation happening.
Oh no, Ephi's going down. Eramm again in a 2v1. This is the same thing that we saw last time. A little bit closer, though. I think he can probably take out Multimum. Oh no.
That's
4 stocks to 1.
Again.
Do you think he can make this comeback?
You know, I think it's possible. We've seen it before in other tournaments.
Is that one? Can he do it?
Multimum does get the wall touch into the ground pound.
Double? Is he getting the double?
Oh,
no, TB manages to navigate around. And Eramm, we see it. Yep, he's trying to play on that platform. He wants those early gimps. TB, the one to go. I know he's got that extra stock, but he is so damaged. All it would take is a side air knocking him to the right.
You see Multimum setting up behind here with those guns, trying to set up the spacing perfect so that Eramm has no way to escape this one-on-one match.
Ooh, there it is. He's got one-on-one for a while. Wow. Repping the flag in the moment. Oh, and punishing Multimum's own taunt back.
But all of a sudden, Eramm has brought this down into a 2v1, but only 2 stocks for the blue team. And this is a situation that we've seen people come back many, many times. Eramm waiting it out, saying, you know what, I'm gonna wait for a favorable engagement here. I'm gonna let you guys come to me, maybe. Gonna move in here as TB goes in with that slide side sig. It's kind of a tense moment.
This is where we're gonna see a lot of that rotation exactly, where one player goes in and the other covers the dodge escape. Just get some of that guaranteed damage on Eramm, covering his escape options.
Eramm picking up a really nice string right there, doing a good amount of damage up to Multimum, who's in the orange at the moment.
Ooh.
TB in with the neutral light, going into the recovery. Multimum with the recovery zone, but the side air from Eramm knocking him out to the right side. There's the recovery from TB. Eramm waiting, spacing up, but a side air from Multimum. Is this enough? The weapon throw. Eramm dodges through it above the side air.
Yep, there's that option coverage. TB and Multimum cleaning it up. 2-0 over Ephi and Eramm.
What a phenomenal play, especially at the end there. I mean, to live so long in that 2v1 situation, and not only that, to secure 2 of those KOs. I mean, that was skill. It's skillful.
Very skillful play. I love seeing them, how they work as a team. That's exactly what you want to see when you've got that 2v1 situation. If they're trying to go and force those early gimps, those low damage KOs, you just need to cover the options. Have one of you go in and engage. He's going to try and get around that. Obviously, he doesn't want to get knocked out on his last stock, and just have your teammate wall off the escape routes.
And that's what we saw. We saw with Multimum and TB. We had Multimum without losing with those guns, just hanging back, saying, "You shall not pass. Like you won't come free.
Shall not pass." I love it. Absolutely love it. And with that, I think we're going to be moving on into our next match to see who can pass on this one. Stardust and Daiku are going to be going up against Stimpy and Lanz.
We saw I wasn't here, but we just saw Lanz and Stimpy play earlier today, a few matches ago, and Lanz's Lance play. Say that 10 times fast.
Man.
I mean, that was
Lanz's Lance play.
A treat to watch.
He is a monster. He's been playing it forever. No, the name did not come from the weapon. The name came first, then the weapon. But, you know, it just makes sense.
It just makes sense. I mean, some things were meant to be.
And, you know, they're running this double Scarlet. That's what I love seeing. They kind of shifted over. They didn't start out with that composition. Stimpy was playing a different character. But then they were like, all right, you know what? Let's go back to our roots. Stimpy going back home to Scarlet, running double Scarlet with Lanz, definitely paid off in their set.
And you're looking at that blue team and you're thinking, they have 2 7-force Lances right there. I mean, that's the damage and the ability to move your opponent off stage horizontally with that Lance and with that 7-force, that 7 attack. I mean, it's a force to be reckoned with.
That is really scary, but they've got a lot of force on the red team as well. Stardust playing that Nash. his signatures hit like a truck.
Yeah, and I love seeing that down signature from Nash. It kind of floats through the air, but has that explosive finish.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Daiku, you know, he likes to play a lot of 1v1s, even 2v1s with the Bodvar. Extremely great awareness and movement from that player.
Absolutely. And starting off, we're seeing a little bit of even damage spread across the way. Red team
early
isolating
rotation
Lanz.
for the 2v1 onto Lanz. I love seeing that. Daiku trying to clean up on the right-hand side. Stardust converting into the KO. Is that going to be it? No, man, just to make it back to the platform. That's the thing about Blackguard Keep. Those platforms can help you recover.
Very much so. And you can see the blue team, Stimpy and Lanz here, sticking together, trying to use each other as a way, if they stay close, they can get in, they can interrupt the other team, who has been so far very, very good with these conversions, with these team plays, setting up for the other to go. Look at how Daiku and Stardust right there, trying to isolate Stimpy out there. I mean, it's
Uh-oh, but Stardust in trouble, tries to make it back. There he is back again when that platform dips low. Now this is crazy. We've seen all these team plays between Daiku and Stardust.
Oh!
Stardust is the first one to go down. Lanz shortly after, but the damage is just about even.
It's a very close game. We're seeing Lanz and Stimpy really favor that double Lanz play, and they're just able to push out the damage. Lanz right now on the hammer, fighting it off with Stardust as Stimpy swapping out in there to go up against Stardust as Daiku and Lanz face off on the right side. The recovery out from Daiku moving up through, but Stimpy landing that neutral stick on both of the red team members.
Stimpy holding onto his third stock, playing that support role in the back. He's looking to just convert off of any attacks that the red team might throw out.
Nice sidelight into recovery out from Lanz onto Daiku, who covers back onto that central platform looking for this weapon, but Stimpy!
That is a worthwhile trade if I've ever seen one.
And just like that last stock, I mean, we're looking at basically even 3-1, 3-1 for both teams right now.
This is actually crazy. How do one member of each team still have 3 stocks?
I mean, it blows my mind a little bit. How does that gameplay work? How does the team comps work that way? It would be interesting to see if it continues this trend and we have a 1v1 with essentially 3 stocks. Stimpy recovers on that left side, has Daiku there, goes in with the side air, Daiku with a neutral air, but Stimpy avoiding it.
Looks like Stimpy and Daiku definitely playing that run and gun role. A bit more of a support drive-by attacks, trying to convert off of their teammate. And Daiku again finding another KO. They've got a 2v1, but Stimpy still has 3 stocks.
Wow, we did just see Stimpy knock out Daiku right there. But this is such a strange combination of stocks. Beautiful stomp into side air for the KO right there. Stimpy on 2, Daiku on 2, Stardust comfortable on his final stock.
I like seeing the rotation over to the sword, Stimpy on the spear. It has, both of those weapons have really great setups into those team conversions, team combos.
You see Stimpy staying above, trying to set up for these horizontal movements with the Lance. Daiku not having an
my gosh,
the tennis match
off the
on the right side
again
of the wall.
And again, side air, side air, side air.
Stimpy comes up, gets the wall touch, avoids the recovery from Daiku, hits the ground pound, goes for the second ground pound, moves up, and gets caught in the recovery right there. And Daiku will take Stimpy down to his final stock.
This is why it's crazy. Even though Stimpy had 3 stocks to their 3 stocks, the 2v1 is so difficult to fight. Every attack you throw out is open to punishment by their other teammate.
It's a little scary seeing both of these teams play. What do you think about Stimpy's odds right now? Do you think he can turn this around?
I think he's looking to get the KO on Stardust. He wants to push this back into the 1v1. He thinks the hammer is the way to do it. He just needs some of those solid hits. That's almost enough. Immediately trying to convert into it.
He's off on the left side here. Daiku fishing out, really pushing with that sword, trying to get it, but the ground pound onto Stardust. Stardust lives through it. That bounce was not high enough. The damage was not high enough for that to KO, but it's so close in the moment. Stimpy with the Lance pushes Daiku away, has Daiku almost in the kill percentage as well, and Stimpy only in the yellow. And Stimpy has been hovering on the stock for nearly a minute at this moment, doing a phenomenal job hanging through here and not allowing himself to get hit by the red team.
Man, Stardust has been running everywhere, trying to bait Stimpy into going after him in an unsafe way, so that way Daiku can punish, but Stimpy is just navigating that minefield, not biting at all.
Oh, Stimpy with the side air falling in with the side of the hammer, goes into the neutral stick. Daiku dodges through it into the neutral air, but Stardust converting off it with the side air.
Oh,
Stimpy with the gravity cancel sword stick!
Wow. Okay, still 2v1. He's got to be careful. Wow, Daiku with a beautiful dodge read. Oh! Fighting his way back with the neutral air. to stuff the ground pound. That was beautiful.
The timing on that has to be perfect to work out, and that was perfect timing. Unbelievable. Stardust picking up. Stimpy picking up the recovery. Oh man.
I like how he's more willing to engage Daiku right now, saying, all right, we'll play that 1v1. Oh no, but Daiku coming out ahead there.
Can I point out that Stardust was on his final stock for about 3 minutes there?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, and you could tell, I mean, Stimpy was after him, was really going for that KO for a little while there.
He was hunting him the entire time. And Daiku just constantly hamstringing him.
Constantly. Beautiful set right there, beautiful game, and I'm quite excited for this next one.
This is going to be crazy. What kind of adjustments do you want to see from Stimpy and Lanz? I mean, Lanz went out pretty early. Stimpy still had his 3 stocks.
I think that's where it turned around, is that as soon as Lanz got knocked out, it became a very prolonged kind of survival game of attrition almost, because the other team had the stocks to live through and had the extra advantage of another player. If they could hold on to Lanz's stocks there, I mean, I think that game would have been so close, so close and so hard to call.
So are you looking for Stimpy to play a little less of a support role and more of a bruiser type?
Yeah, I think if Stimpy can get in there a little bit more, and again, the blue team, if they stick together, I would love to see kind of some of those 2v2 saves that you see all the time in these games where someone goes down and saves them off the bottom of the screen.
Oh my gosh, but Stimpy getting hit by down air after down air by Daiku. Fights his way back, he touches the side. He's going to disengage around to the other side, try and get back on stage. But Daiku is there.
Relentless, ready to go. Lanz getting a little bit of team damage there. Worth it to hit the hit onto Stardust, who is coming around there, looking around for a back entrance here. Goes into the side air, has Lanz on the left side. Daiku hitting both Stimpy and Stardust out to the right, but Stimpy knocking Daiku there at the same time as Stardust with the side air knocking Lanz out on the left side.
Oh man, Daiku trying to turn this around, but Stimpy, again, so good at fighting his way back on stage.
That weapon throw from Stimpy, I think going for Daiku, but the wall slip out from both of them right now. Stimpy coming in through. Lanz, I think, saving Stimpy a little bit there as he knocks Daiku as well out of the way.
There we go, a little bit of a trade, definitely worthwhile. They've got the stock advantage.
Oh, the ground pound. That ground pound didn't hit, but I think forcing Daiku to avoid it was what confirmed that KO.
Yeah, it was either dodge it and fall or get hit and fall.
Tough choice.
Wow, Daiku with these sword down airs. Stimpy trying to convert his Lanz escapes to the other side.
You see Stimpy falling in with those side airs. Daiku ready with that second signature for the KO onto Lanz. Lanz down to his final stock again. This is looking a little bit like the last game.
Yeah, that stock lead is definitely going to keep widening as we see the play. Oh my gosh,
nice.
No! Stimpy answering back. That gravity cancel down signature, we saw it before. We see it again. It is such a strong move. When they are heavily damaged, they will go flying.
Absolutely, and it's great for confirming that KO. Daiku pushing Stimpy out underneath that platform. Stimpy coming up, but Stardust ready with that side light to push him out, keep it on the edge as Daiku swaps in here, rotates out, goes for that side air, but the down signature from Stardust swapping over onto Lanz as Lanz recovers into Daiku. Daiku here on the wall, picking up that recovery onto Stimpy. Stimpy goes in for the side air, uses that dodge, has the recovery, and there's the jump and gets the wall touch. Daiku will not knock Stimpy out as Stimpy outmaneuvers him there.
Yeah, I loved seeing Lanz rotate over to help out his teammate. Lanz trying to find this KO onto Daiku.
But the down air from Daiku is so clean. That recovery.
Whoa, beautiful. Around the corner. Knocks Stardust away, but loses his stock still. Daiku cleaning it up.
Stardust ready there with that signature onto Lanz, knocks Lanz out, and this is looking just like last match.
No.
And there's the black hole from the red team.
The team combo here. All this damage into the KO.
Oh my goodness.
Quick cleanup. Daiku and Stardust 2-0 over Stimpy and Lanz.
They set up for that black hole right there, and there was no escape. I mean, they took that last stock out white to red in no time at all.
Man, look at how quickly they converted into this. They got the 2v1, and
There
they
it is.
just instantly knew.
And look, Stimpy's trying to get out with that directional input, but it's too much as the timing from Daiku and Stardust is just too on point.
Yeah, they kept it so close. They could be able to just hit him back and forth between them.
I mean, that's beautiful. I mean, that's always so exciting to
We
see.
saw Stimpy able to avoid it before last time because he had that lance. A lot of the built-in movement, a lot of the hammer, big swinging hitboxes to deny area. But coming in unarmed,
It's tough.
So tough.
So tough. If we cut over here and check out this bracket right now before jumping into our next game, look at this bracket right now. We just saw Stimpy and Lanz go up against Stardust and Daiku. We're going to be moving in to see Addy, Mestic, and Cake versus TB and Multimum next.
Oh man, Team Reason versus the OG Seasonal Championships, TB and Multimum.
I mean, this is going to be some phenomenal gameplay. We just saw TB and Multimum up against Ephi and Eramm. They 2-0'd them. They're looking good. They got this forward momentum from that previous game. What are your thoughts about this match?
Man, this one is going to be really crazy. All right, so Cake and Addy Mestic, they're playing Gauntlets and Scythe.
Right.
Heavy Gimp weapons. Cake can easily set up team combos. He can choose which way he's going to knock his opponent. TB and Multimum, we saw that kind of swarm mentality from them before. Just one with the Gauntlets, one with the Katars, just moving together, knocking away one opponent, then both of them rotating to the other, just back and forth.
It's a fluid, it's almost as if they're one person playing two characters.
Exactly.
And it's such a joy to see. We're gonna see them. You were talking about the weapons they chose. These are the same. Cake and Addy Mestic ended this way in their last game, right? Where Cake had started with that Queen Eye pick.
Yeah. Yep.
And had chose to swap out to the Mirage, and that worked out really well for them. That Scythe, I think, gives so much option for kind of like sniping out the opponent right as they're going for your teammate. It's just it's built in such a way that you can really be precise about how you're engaging and how you're taking out the opponents.
Exactly. I mean, but with that, you know, you are stuck in those attacks. They last longer than most others in the game. Once you grab, then you've got to turn and throw the opponent. And with TB and Multimum moving around in that swarm, they will always be in range to save their teammate and punish you for it.
Absolutely. Spawning in here on Small Mammoth right away, we're seeing TB pick up that spear. Early damage on Multimum, but TB ready with a downlight to kind of pick it up and save his teammate. Multimum picking up those blasters and gonna push it away. We're seeing a little bit of 1v1 like on both sides situation at the moment, but Multimum picking up some team damage right there as Cake coming around from the back, going in with those like Scythe to just try and dish it out, but so much is happening right off the bat.
Oh man, I like that wherewithal. You know, Multimum, even though he caught TB with his blaster's recovery, he made sure to steer out and away for that final shot.
Yes.
Wow. Addy Mestic converting off of that friendly fire there. Those Gauntlets putting in work. Cake scoring the first KO with the Scythe ground pound on the right-hand side. They've got a 2v1 against Multimum here for a moment. Multimum
comfortable with it, though. As he hits that recovery, comes up, and that gives TB some time to recover. Pick up those Gauntlets, goes in for the ground pound. Cake dodges through it as Addy Mestic hitting that neutral light onto Multimum on the right side. Multimum, Addy Mestic going at it, but Cake really trying to put the damage out with that Scythe. Picks up by Multimum Sig, has the jumps to recover. He goes into the recovery, into the wall touch. TB, meanwhile, outspaces, done a little bit of mind play, and forces Addy Mestic to run out of jumps on that left side.
Jeez, keeping the stocks even. Multimum going down, looking for Cake. No,
the black hole.
Look at this damage. That was insane. In that time that they had the little 2v1 power play, they were able to move TB deep orange, almost to red. You know they were looking for that KO.
And you saw them set up with that motion up above so they could catch the gentle rise as damage increased. I mean, that's precise.
That's what this team is all about. The Scythe and the Gauntlets, very precision weapons. Oh man.
Cake did not get that wall touch. He went in for that down air, but it was just a little bit too low.
TB, beautiful punish to save his teammate there.
Red team looking pretty nice as Addy Mestic picks up that signature, knocking TB, and then Cake ready there with the ground pound onto Multimum. Knocks the blue team down to their final stocks.
Oh man, Addy Mestic making a power play with these Gauntlets on the right-hand side, trying to take out TB. TB arming up with Gauntlets of his own, going to do a bit of a support roll back here.
The triple down signature right there out of Multimum. Last one does his teammate, but he does a lot of good damage there in between. Cake really pushing Multimum, allowing Addy Mestic to put the pressure out on TB, but TB's ready with that neutral layer as Cake is pushing Multimum out, picking up all of these neutral layers into the neutral layer. The recovery, Multimum will dodge through, but TB picks up that KO on the right side, knocks Addy Mestic to his final stock.
Beautiful, not too far behind. If they can get this KO on Cake, get that 2v1 power play, I think Multimum and TB have really got a chance here.
Cool. Nice conversion right there. Multimum taking that forward momentum.
Whoa! Addy Mestic with the friendly fire taking out Cake. He's got to be careful now while Cake comes back.
One stock all the way. This could really go either way, folks. Even with the blue team both in the red. Multimum gets knocked out a little bit out to this left side by Cake, going in for the ground pound, who is really pushing it. But Addy Mestic ready with a side air, knocks TB out. TB is completely out of this game right now as Multimum on his final stock really moving in here.
Wow, Multimum trying to thread the needle here. Can he find his way back onto stage? No! Cake sniping him out with that scythe ground pound.
Oh my goodness, what a game. I believe we're about to see that black hole one more time. See the setup here. See how they're getting ready for it, and how they convert up off of it.
Yep, there it is. And immediately turn around into this black hole. Look at that.
The double gravity cancel right there. The one from each player as they track that motion upwards.
That was beautiful. Especially timed so well with when the blue teammate was coming back.
Yes.
You know, I think they got maximum damage that they could in that time.
It was basically, I think, as perfect of a, respawn advantage you could get.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, that side signature knocking him out so far, so that way you can almost try and force a 2v1 on the teammate that's now just coming in.
Right. And it looks here like we have a legend swap.
Ooh.
TB over now to Cross. What are your thoughts?
So he's looking for, I think, a little bit more range, trading the spear for those blasters. And I think, given that he was playing a bit of a support role, that could definitely work out. I know Cross also has very strong signatures. They're a little more usable, I think TB feels, than Wushang's, just given their range and power.
I think you've kind of hit the nail on the spot. I would love to see what the guns are able to do here. Meanwhile, the Multimum really building up the damage onto Cake. Comes in here with that falling side air, trying to keep Cake away so that TB and Addy Mestic can kind of go at each other a little bit there.
And TB trying to find his way back. There he is. Uppercuts back onto stage. Gets Cake off the right-hand side. Going for the edge guard. No! Cake rotating over to 2v1 Multimum.
Beautiful conversion. Cake recovering, knocks Multimum up and allows Addy Mestic to set up for that recovery off on the top for that KO. Meanwhile, we just saw TB with the recovery of his own knock out Cake.
Man, this is staying so very dead even.
It is very, very even. Addy Mestic looking in the red right now, as Multimum looking for him, went in for that recovery right there, but Addy Mestic picks up the ground pound. The setup right there from the red team, isolating, but the side signature
there it is,
TB.
those cross signatures. They hit so hard.
Man, just coming out of nowhere, knocks him off the left side.
Now this is very interesting. Multimum and TB playing that double blasters. They're really playing the zoning game here. Blasters, tons of damage. Look at Multimum just pouring it on.
Cake, meanwhile, hits that neutral air, has TB on the edge, and going in for this 2v1 situation on Multimum. Turnaround immediately picks up that neutral air again with the directional input, knocking out TB.
That was great. I mean, that was such a fast rotation, going for the 2v1, and then when TB came in to try and save him, oh, another black hole. Here we go. Look at this damage.
TB already in the orange here, and this was a fresh stock as he spawned in, but he will come back here with a vengeance, trying to get this double down air into that signature. Cake will dodge through it, but Multimum ready right behind there with a down signature. But we are seeing Mirage use those down sigs as well, coming out of nowhere. Another down signature.
Cake's accuracy with this spear is nothing short of astounding.
It's precise. He comes in there, he snipes the opponent. We just saw it right there with that side air. Oh, but a beautiful ground pound out from Addy Mestic onto TB.
Wow.
But then we see a turnaround there. Multimum gets knocked out. That's 0 stocks.
Man, I don't think Cake has been hit in the last minute and a half, but he's scored about 15 to 20 hits of his own.
It's phenomenal, but there we see a nice KO. A double KO. TB with the ground pounds coming at you.
Go trying to punish TB for getting there. Yes, little bit of a team combo. Ooh, gravity cancel side sig. Can they get this edge guard? Cake going deep.
You're looking for a way to get in here, enter this. This is 2 stocks to the 1 from TB at the moment. He's hanging down here, goes in for the recovery, but the neutral air ready. Addy Mestic comes around ready with the neutral air of his own, but neutral air from Cake with the weapon throw. Addy Mestic really sets it up, but the neutral air into the down air. TB.
Gotta be careful here. TB with these gauntlets is such a dangerous opponent. Touches the side. He's all right. Rearms. No. Stays unarmed. Gets caught by Cake's recovery. I think that's going to be it. Can he make it? No.
Good game.
Cake and Addy Mestic going 2-0 over TB and Multimum. Man, the team play between Cake and Addy Mestic, I absolutely love seeing, you know, the combination that they chose, right? Cake taking the front point with the scythe, Addy Mestic behind, because he can choose which way he's going to send him. He can send it whether he attacks him from the left or the right, if TB slips behind him, he can still try and convert into those team combos.
It allows him to steer the game in the direction of their team.
Exactly.
Literally steer it.
Yeah. Man, oh man, that was a crazy set. And I don't know, this action has just been getting so crazy. The Summer Championships, this is the last double S tier event leading up to BCX.
Which, I mean, I can't wait. That's going to be an incredible event.
Yeah, I'm just really excited, again, to have everyone there in person. We've got wonderful sponsors for this year's World Championship. We've got ASIO supplying keyboards and mice. We've got Scepter supplying monitors. The lowest input delay on the market. Those things are amazing. They absolutely fly.
I heard about that. It was I was watching the dev stream, the esports stream the other day, and it was something like 10 milliseconds or something like that. 10 ms, something insane like that.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's not a stat that you usually see for monitors. Right. They usually give you the gray to gray, like the color change, which 1 ms everybody touts that. But the actual input delay, the fastest that there's 10 ms.
I mean, that seems incredible to me.
It's crazy. I mean, my own at home is just that fast, just because I play a lot of fighting games. We're very discerning. We fight frame by frame. This is how it works.
And I mean, some of those things, if you miss one frame, that's it. That's the difference.
Yeah, and today we will be giving away an ASIO keyboard and mouse and a Scepter monitor. So stick around for that. That's going to be amazing.
Awesome. I think we're going to move on to our next game, though. This is going to be Daiku and Stardust up against Addy, Mestic, and Cake.
Oh my gosh. This is crazy. So Daiku and Stardust, both very long-time players. Addy, Mestic, and Cake kind of in that era of the middle guard. Not the new guard, not the old guard like Daiku and Stardust, but the middle guard of Brawlhalla. They came in, they've been dominant force, they were playing for Reason Gaming.
I mean, Reason has been repping out all weekend here. They've been placing really well and performing pretty well.
Oh yeah, I'm expecting a lot, especially from what we just saw from Cake and Addy Mestic. That was super strong team play, a lot of great team combos. Daiku and Stardust, we've kind of noticed, although they do convert off of each other, they're happy to go into separate 1v1s. Daiku's such a strong 1v1 player, Stardust playing support. I think it's really going to depend on whether Cake and Addy Mestic can get those team combos going.
And they've been able to do that in the past. Let's find out right now as the game's starting to a fairly explosive start. Yellow damage all the way around as Stardust just now picking up that hammer. Cake moving into the neutral air, into the recovery. Whoa. Keeps Stardust up. Daiku coming in for the save though, but Stardust turning around, going in, doing a lot of damage here with that hammer onto Addy Mestic, but Addy Mestic with the grounded side air. Very, very excellently executed there.
Yeah, damage build just about even on both sides. Stardust with the hammer, he only needs to... Oh my gosh! Addy Mestic, early kill. That side signature, knocking Stardust off the left side.
They tried getting in there to put a little punish on Daiku, but Daiku didn't let it happen. His movement was too good, avoiding all of their engagers on that right edge. Meanwhile, Addy Mestic now putting the pressure onto Stardust, going into that deep ground pound. Stardust avoids it, sets up for the neutral air. Addy Mestic recovering into Cake. I think Cake was going to get knocked out by Stardust there, potentially, but that's saved from the teammate.
Ooh, Daiku looking to convert this onto Cake. Can he get this edge guard? Takes the weapon throw, but knocks him out again.
Cake coming up. Oh, Stardust with a perfectly placed recovery right there. Knocks Cake to his second stock.
Wow, Addy Mestic is going to be short to follow. Daiku looking to convert this unarmed edge guard. No! Rotating, arming up.
Stardust up on the top. Addy Mestic ready to keep pushing the pressure up there with the neutral air. Cake turning around into a neutral air of his own, but the side air out from Daiku, knocking out Addy Mestic. Addy Mestic just spawning back in as Cake is able to turn around, get a little bit of pressure on to Daiku, and then turn that pressure right around onto Stardust as Addy Mestic there with the recovery, knocking Stardust up into the sky, and the conversion from the red team.
That was insane. Just the coverage denial and then Cake comboing that side air into Addy Mestic's uppercut. Beautiful team play.
Beautifully executed. And then right after that, they managed to pick up that neutral sig for another KO on the blue team.
Man, this is the team play that we were talking about. Addy Mestic and Cake, they work so well together. The fine clockwork of Reason Gaming.
Fine clockwork, I like that. Addy Mestic with Daiku on the edge. Stardust knocking Cake out onto the left side. The weapon throw from Addy Mestic knocking Daiku in. Cake gets knocked out, but will not be able to recover the down air just a little
missed the
short.
corner.
Meanwhile, though, Addy Mestic comfortable using so many of those recoveries to get in there and keep the ground pound. Into the recovery. Addy Mestic will come back at the wall touch, but Daiku is knocked out.
Wow, he dove too deep trying to get that KO onto Addy Mestic. He wanted to force it. One stock, everyone left on the field. Stardust is out, unfortunately. Daiku's got to deal with this 2v1.
And we've seen the setup from the red team in this 2v1 situation really, really excel at just getting the damage out, converting off of each other, and being super, super successful with just taking the advantage and running with it.
Oh man, Cake covering that corner, not letting Daiku get up. Throws him back off the stage where Addy Mestic was waiting with the gauntlets.
Oh.
Uh-oh, he's got a chance here. Arms up with the sword.
He's not quite in that kill percentage, but the double ground pound will do it, knocking Daiku out, giving the win to Addy Mestic and Cake.
All right, Addy Mestic and Cake 1-0 in the set. Are we going to see any changes? Are we looking at a different map here?
I'm not sure. You know, it's always 2v2. The map choice is always so interesting compared to 1v1. Mammoth Fortress. One more time. I think it's a safe map to pick.
Yep. I liked seeing the pace of the map bans. They're like, no, not Grumpy Temple, but not Shipwreck. We don't want to deal with that.
Yes.
Because there are barely any sides. It's easy for you to get knocked out and gimped. And I imagine Daiku would be just doing that left and right.
Nice down signature from Stardust. Gonna put a little early damage onto Cake. Stardust coming up, surviving into the recovery. Cake turning around, putting the pressure onto Daiku, who swaps on over to Addy Mestic.
There we go, rotating a bit of these 1v1s happening. Trying to rotate, force the 2v2. I really like... Wow.
With the weapon throw.
Wow.
Technically, that made it a team kill, because the weapon throw was
yeah,
Stardust.
Converting off any of your teammates' actions. That is the awareness that you need in 2v2.
Wow. Beautifully executed right there. Gonna put actually a fairly even game here, stock-wise and damage-wise.
Oh, yeah.
Cake has Daiku on the edge, puts him away for a little bit so that Addy Mestic and Cake can turn around and put the pressure on Stardust, who is on a fairly fresh stock, but you build up that damage. But the down airs from Stardust, relentless into the side air, into a down air. It's Pogo City all of a sudden.
Cake in the deep yellow, he's got to be careful.
Meanwhile, Daiku and Addy
Oh,
Mestic.
no. All right, good. That friendly fire, not enough to KO, and Stardust pressuring over to help Daiku get back to the stage.
Daiku refusing to die, though, as he does get knocked up quite high there, and is now safe here on the left side, picking up the recovery for the KO on Addy Mestic. First stock out for Addy Mestic right there. Daiku still on his first stock, surviving, but the recovery from his teammate knock him sky high. Cake, though, turning around, using this advantage to kind of put the pressure out onto Stardust.
Oh man, both of them trying to go for this 2v1 on Cake, but he turns it around, gets the KO on Daiku. Now they've got a bit of a power play going on Stardust.
Two stocks all around for both teams. Cake in the red at the moment as Addy Mestic is focusing down Stardust on the left side. Look at him go again, another side air. I don't think Stardust has the jumps. Daiku going in deep for the
tried
recovery.
to save with the recovery, but he wasn't able to get low enough.
Oh man, that's gonna knock Stardust down to his final stock. Cake now turning this around, putting the pressure onto Stardust. Look at these little quick transitions from a 2v1 to a 2v2 to a 1 to double 1v1s. It's so clean.
Wow, just clean like that throw Daiku used, knocked out Cake, down to his final stock. Are they looking to take out Addy Mestic, even it up?
I mean, the red team holding this middle neutral territory beautifully as that long string from Cake gonna knock Daiku really into quite a lot of damage and off onto the right side.
I like that rotation coming out from Cake. As soon as Stardust got knocked over to him, he tried to attack back.
Down signature out from Stardust, gonna be punched by that sidelight from Cake into the weapon throw. Moving back, picking up that scythe. Daiku with the sword now. Gonna try and move on here into the recovery into Addy Mestic, knocks him out.
All right, Reason Gaming down to 1 stock apiece. Enix Daiku, 2 stocks left. Stardust playing support.
Daiku recovers, comes back to this neutral platform.
I like seeing this Stardust playing at that max spear range. He's looking to hold on to his stock and still harass the red team.
It's what you gotta do, especially when you are on your last stock like that. The longer you live, the better. The recovery knocks out Cake. Cake is completely out of this match right now. Addy Mestic on his final stock, this 2v1. Nice downlight into side air for Addy Mestic. Stardust looking to recover, but the recovery unarmed from Addy Mestic will knock him out into a side air onto Daiku. We're gonna see a follow-up.
We've got a 1v1. Daiku versus Addy Mestic. Daiku heavily damaged. Anything that is the next hit is going to knock him out.
This 1v1 could be so tense. Daiku gets knocked out there with a neutral air. Damage is not too far apart as Addy Mestic only in that orange zone.
And with those gauntlets, he can definitely pull off a couple combos and strings, push Daiku into the orange himself. Alright, we're going to see Daiku try and use the range of this hammer to beat out these gauntlets.
On the edge, Daiku with beautiful movement with a hammer side air. Has Addy Mestic, who's used his dodge, goes to the wall touch and the ground pound. Daiku gonna take that stock in that 1v1.
Man, oh man, tying up the set 1-1. You know, that's what we really like to see. Forcing out all of the opponent's options. He just mimicked him. Every time he would jump as well. With the recovery, make sure to stay even with them.
Oh my goodness.
Forcing him to go low where the ground pound was waiting.
I mean, that was incredible. And we just saw there that recovery that Stardust, that I think it was Daiku actually, that knocked up for the KO, turning that into the 2v1.
Yeah, and I mean, Stardust, he's really good at picking his spots.
Yes.
You know, for those attacks, where he goes in, he extended that stock so far. And I think that really lent itself to them pulling out that victory.
I mean, it took forever for him to get knocked down. I mean, he was refusing to die there. And taking that motion, capitalizing on it, I mean, that's what has to happen in 2v2.
Yeah, if he can just duplicate that in this next game, I think they're looking to take the set. Shipwreck Falls.
Interesting. This is a small map.
This is very dangerous. Addy Mestic and Cake, Gauntlets and Scythe, a lot of people consider those to be heavy gimp weapons. They can take you off the stage and throw you down pretty easily.
I mean, Cake hasn't taken any damage yet on the stock. Has been doing a lot with the spear, but just like you're saying, the Gauntlet Scythe, what you're able to do with that on the edge is terrifying.
Yeah, imagine Stardust and Daiku, they're going to be looking to stay very rotate. Oh my gosh.
That conversion right there, the double recovery from the red team knocks Stardust down early on in under 30 seconds for that first KO in this game.
Wow, Stars and Daiku, they need to stay very mobile. They cannot get caught in any kind of team combo or gimp from Addy Mestic and Cake. Wow, Cake saving Addy Mestic with that neutral air. He saw the setup coming from Daiku. He was going to go flying, but that neutral air, very little bit of force, saved his teammate.
That side air from Daiku, setting up for a potential double KO. It picks up the recovery.
That's gotta be
it. That's a double KO.
Oh, beautiful.
He did it. I mean, that was so close. We almost saw him recover there. This is a very tense game. Daiku hanging in on his first stock right there, doing a lot of damage here. Picking up, Addy Mestic turning around, picking up the recovery on Daiku. Cake going in, but the side signature for a double KO.
Addy Mestic with that side signature. Amazing.
That was incredible.
Well, I mean, that is what they were looking for, to take this lead, to break the momentum of Daiku and Stardust.
I mean, we're looking right now at a fairly even game. Stardust here on 2 stocks right now. But, I mean, damaged even wide all the way around. But Cake with a nice throw down there into the neutral air, unarmed. But the side signature from Daiku, perfectly placed for the KO onto Cake.
Man, Addy Mestic trying to get something started with these gauntlets. He's fighting left, right, knocking both Daiku and Stardust, getting that damage.
Cake with the longest charge on the down signature. Daiku going in for the side sig. Cake dodges through it, but Daiku turns around into the recovery, into the neutral. I mean, Addy Mestic with the side signature, which KOs Stardust. Stardust is out.
Oh man, it is all up to Daiku here. The set is tied 1-1.
There's
the team combos for Team Reason.
Daiku gets out of the black hole, survives, has 2 stocks in the red, the downline to the side air. Daiku here in a potential. Addy Mestic with another side air for the KO. Daiku down on his final stock.
Again, Addy Mestic and Cake arming up again. Gauntlets and Spear. We saw this before with that team combo. They're looking for it again.
Do you think Daiku can get in here? Do you think he can turn this around?
I think it's got to be, he's got to hunt down Addy Mestic and KO him, just so that way he gets a bit of time to 1v1 Cake.
Just like that with that side air, knocking Addy Mestic way out into the left, going for the grab out on Cake. Does Cake have the recovery necessary?
No,
Cake cannot recover. Daiku has turned this into a 1v1.
Oh my gosh. That was crazy. I loved how he kept pressuring Addy Mestic so he couldn't go save his teammate.
I mean, that was insane. You'd think he was going for Addy Mestic, but he's like, no, I'm going for Cake. I'm gonna knock Cake out here. Turn this into 1v1. Addy Mestic in the red, that neutral light, almost enough to knock Addy Mestic out with the weapon throw. Daiku goes in for the down air, and this becomes a 1v1. You look at these stocks.
This is so close.
They're so even.
Daiku is only in the yellow. That's just one combo or string.
Yeah, this is... Oh my goodness, this is terrifying. And keep in mind, both players right now both teams have one win on the ground. Oh God, goodness gracious.
Man, Daiku, we saw him play exceedingly well in the 1v1 yesterday. If he can just bring that back into this space here.
This is a tense moment. Addy Mestic choosing to swap out over to those gauntlets, maybe to get some gimps, and that gets in that neutral light, moves in with that dodge into a down air, into the weapon throw, but the clash with Daiku. Daiku gets knocked by the side air as well. In the wall here, in the red. Gonna try and recover and goes for the down air, but the down air from Addy Mestic comes out!
Addy Mestic closing the set, 2-1. Daiku almost making that comeback. That was absolutely crazy.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we saw Daiku knock that out, almost knock that into a victory, but Addy Mestic there ready with that last kill, ready with that down air as Daiku recovering up onto the ledge. You're about to see it right now in that replay.
Man, and just hunt over, and there's the down air.
Boom.
Wow,
what
very clean.
A set.
Man, Addy Mestic really turned it on in that final stock.
I mean, it was both teams. The team plays were fierce. The positioning was fierce. I mean, the whole thing, it was about as clean and as you can be.
Man, oh man. So that means Addy Mestic and Cake will be moving on in the bracket. And I think we've got winners finals decided. This is going to set them up.
Yes.
I'm curious to see where they're moving on to. They will be sitting in losers finals, so they're guaranteed top 3 with that win. Mini and Goosey versus Coration and Slug is our winners finals. The loser of that is going to have to fight Addy Mestic and Cake.
That's a scary proposition right there because all 3 of these teams are scary, but like Addy Mestic and Cake, you see how they just played that last game?
Those team combos are horrifying.
Horrifying. I mean, it's the way they convert off of each other. We saw it so many times in that last game.
Oh yeah.
Where it wasn't even a long conversion. It was like that. You saw it go boom boom, boom boom off the top of the map.
I know that is the awareness. You know, they've got that in 2v2. You convert off of any even single hit that your teammate gets. If you can just expand that into extra damage, you're gonna build a lead very quickly.
You take the momentum and you run with it. We're gonna move on over here to our game. We got Slug and Coration against Mini and Goosey. I mean, you said it earlier, Mini and Goosey showing up real big earlier today. What are your thoughts on this game, on what we're about to see?
This one, I mean, they're locking in Ulgrim and Bodvar. You know, we've seen a lot of Lanz today. You know, we saw it before Stimpy and Lanz. It was working out with their double Scarlet for a while. It can be really a powerful force in 2v2 because you're able to move around with these hitboxes.
Yes. And movement is so important. Interesting, you're going to see the double Hattori out from the blue team, both going for the defense stance.
Oh man, yeah, double Hattori, Coration and Slug, they've been playing this, and they were able to take out, you know, Stimpy and Lanz. They were fighting them, and I think they're going to have the beat on Ulgrim, you know? Mini's going to have a tough time fighting with that Lanz. They have the experience.
And it's kind of showing. I mean, it's a pretty tense experience right now. Goosey knocking Coration off onto the right side. Goes into the down air, though. Onto Mini at the ground pound. Can Mini recover here? Goes into the recovery. Does not get the wall touch.
He had to cut it a little bit short to not get hit by that ground pound, but that meant he didn't make it back to the wall.
Coration going on the left side, but Slug with the down airs in the ground pound. Goosey's looking down there, goes into the recovery on Mini.
Tried
does
to
not
save
have
his
the wall
teammate.
touch, but picks up the KO on Coration with the weapon throw.
That is so worth his stock. It was gone. There was nothing that he could do. But if he goes down, he's taking you with him.
Oh my goodness! And then the black hole.
Oh no! They can't afford this damage right now.
What is this game? Not even a minute in, and it's just action-packed. Oh my goodness.
Jeez, Coration and Slug, I mean, just converting into these team combos. Look at this.
That recovery was actually insane.
Man, oh man. And you see, again, Coration and Slug, we talked about this before. They really favor going to the outside. They like sandwiching the enemy team in them. It can be very difficult to do, though, because you are that closer to the knockout lines. But it doesn't matter.
Oh my goodness,
they're
the
just
neutral
knocking them out.
signatures.
2-stock lead right now.
The blue team right now are running it down. And Fermini and Goosey have to come back down a stock right now. Both with the weapons here can't seem to find a way to engage as QS and Slug are setting up. You were talking about them moving out to the either side. The outside positioning lets them knock the red team in, but the neutral air from Goosey gonna knock Slug off the top of the map, take that KO, evening up this game just a little bit right there.
Yep, I like Coration avoiding the enemy team, waiting for his teammate to come back into the fray.
And you're seeing Goosey and Mini right now hang back, stick together, and really try and set up for these conversions. Really try and turn this around. QS going up there and using that side air to interrupt Goosey's side air of his own, but really tense right now as the blue team is descending onto the red team. And there's the setup for maybe a black hole. Goosey turning it around though with that downline into the recovery. One stock all around, very, very close all of a sudden.
Yeah, I wonder if blue team's going to be hunting Goosey. He is the more damaged, unless Slug can just secure this edge guard right now. Fermini in a bad position, both off to the left-hand side, going for the double edge guard here.
Fermini recovers. QS hits both of them out to the right side. Slug in position with that neutral sig, but Goosey gonna recover through it. Side air onto the wall. Slug going for the downer, but the recovery from Fermini gonna knock him out. Meanwhile, Goosey just gets knocked out on the left side.
Wow, Fermini trying to dodge in after that, but Slug was waiting with the signature, closing out the game, going up 1-0 in winners finals. This is a best-of-5 set.
Best of 5. We're gonna go back to that under the stage gameplay. Look at this weapon throw that's about to come out.
Oh man, converting that kill.
Oh my goodness.
The side air chase into the weapon throw.
I mean, to have the head, the level-headedness, to do that when you're about to get knocked down, when you're like, I have no more jumps, so what do I do?
I mean, bring them with you.
Yeah, bring them with you. That's, oh my
I
goodness.
love it. I love it. That is an amazing highlight. All right, jumping in. Everybody armed up with Slug. He finally tags a spear, trying to get some damage on Goosey.
Oh, the setup here with the red team on either side, on the outside, looking for the input onto the blue team.
This is interesting. You know, we've seen the blue team. They try and sandwich the enemy team in between them so that way they can convert into those team combos. But it seems like Fermini and Goosey are largely going for quick rotations into 2v1s.
It's working out for them right now. As we're looking at QS in the red, goes in for that neutral light, Fermini dodges through it, is trying to set up with that axe, maybe knock QS out, but Coration not having it. The neutral sig, nice dodge from Fermini and Goosey to avoid that. The recovery from Slug, though, nearly landing Goosey, but the downlight into side air from QS, from Coration, knocks Goosey out. Goosey is down, Fermini down there. Slug goes in deep with the down air, but QS ready with a ground pound, Fermini does not recover.
Wow, scoring the 2 KOs back-to-back just at the 1 minute mark.
Blue team looking real good right now, both on their first stock.
Oh, there's a little bit of the team damage. Coration does go down, but not before getting Goosey almost into the orange.
Nice recovery right out of the bat from Fermini, knocking Slug way up into the sky, coming to this wall. Slug gonna try and recover, try and convert off of QS's unarmed play, but it's not gonna happen as Fermini avoids the engagement.
I love seeing this. You know, every time that Slug ends up punishing somebody with that sword neutral, he makes sure to face it towards his teammate. Oh!
I believe it.
That is it for Slug. He almost got knocked out by the previous attack, but that second one will do it. Stock's dead even, but quite a bit of a damage hill to climb.
Fermini coming up into the recovery. Slug goes in for the neutral air. Fermini swapping out onto QS while Slug up on the top onto Goosey. Goosey though turning around to the side air onto QS. QS coming back here. Clash knocking them both away. Slug converting off of the clash. Has Goosey on the edge on the right side as Fermini has isolated QS over here on the left.
Oh man, QS almost going down to that recovery. He's got to be careful. He's so deep in the red. He cannot afford to go down to stock.
Oh, the down air from Fermini landing the KO onto Coration there.
Slug in trouble off stage here. Is he able to turn this around? No. Goosey getting back to stage.
Fermini's damage so high and just there gonna get knocked out to his final stock.
Both teams are trading KOs back and forth.
This is pretty close. Coration on his final stock, Slug on 2, but in that red, in that kill zone. Fermini looking for a weapon right now. Gonna pick up that Lanz, goes right into that horizontal side air. Knocks Slug out to the left side, moving through.
Oh man, and you know, now that we have both of the red team,
That's set up. Fermini
Very interesting. M for Mini not opting to go for the 2v1 power play. He wants to secure the KO so that way they can get the 2v1 afterwards.
And secure it he does with a very casual seeming side air right there.
Oh man, this is where it's so dangerous. Everyone down to 1 stock. You've got to watch out for these team combos. That damage will build up quickly. If they confirm into a KO, it's 2v1 for the rest of the match.
For Mini going off, but we saw Slug with the recovery, and I think a neutral air off the top to knock Goosey out. 2v1, blue team looking real good right now, and for Mini has to fight this uphill battle right now.
He's got to stay mobile. He cannot get caught by any of these neutral lights.
For Mini,
oh no,
there's a sword black hole.
There it
the
is.
Neutral sig.
Not dead yet. Can he make it back? He's got to spend his options very carefully.
Oh.
No. Slug batting him side with the side air.
And that is game 2. Also gonna go to Slug and Coration here. This is a best of 5, folks, so we still got more of these 2 phenomenal teams.
Slug and Coration working on a 3-0 in the set. This would put them in an incredibly strong position.
Incredible momentum, yeah, moving in.
Yeah, because since this is a double elimination tournament, if you make it into grand finals from the winner's side, you need to be knocked out twice still. So you have 2 sets to try and win the tournament.
You know, they're setting up themselves in a position where they could maybe be there. Maybe they could be in that grand final position. We'll find out right now in this game.
Oh, man. All right, Mammoth Fortress. Character locks staying the same.
Same stances. Everything the same. Kind of a traditional map here. Gonna move in, spawn in on it. Let's see how this happens, how this pops off.
Interesting. Both teams not looking to invade the other side, just taking their own weapon spawns.
And for Mini with that Lanz, trying to be aggressive, hits that down air. QS turns around, returns it with a side air of his own. Goosey ready there with a side air onto QS, but the recovery from Slug knocking out for Mini up into the sky, who's already nearly in the red, in the dark orange. Goosey on the right side has QS in the position, but the weapon throw denying the neutral signature out from Slug allows M for Mini to recover. Who's gonna come up there? Goes in for this weapon, picks up that axe. Goosey on the left side goes in down, but the recovery. So much action. Everyone in the red except for Slug at the moment.
Man, that's just because Slug has been knocking out everybody. Takes out Goosey, scoring all the attacks. There it is with the down Slug. Oh my gosh, the double Hattori.
Unstoppable right now, as M for Mini and Goosey both on their second stalker already. See M for Mini get a nice downlight into side
Look
light,
at
but
this
the side air.
Lance play. Not enough to take out Coration, but answering back. He's got him off the edge. Corsation's got to be very careful. Uh-oh, almost gets caught by the
ground pound.
Trying to turn around on M for Mini.
QS just hanging on this wall. Has wall slip engaged. There's the down air. Goes in for the ground pound. QS quite low. M for Mini hanging, but the down air from Slug.
That was so dangerous. That's got to be the KO.
There's
another one. Oh
Slug
no, he touched the corner. Slug is still alive.
And he denies the ground pound with the down air of his own. Really, M for Mini looking for this KO, but Slug saying, you know what? You are not going to KO me. As I pick up the spear, but Goosey converting off that neutral air into the side air. Has Slug on the left side here.
Goosey getting tagged by Slug. That neutral signature, we've seen him use it time and again. So accurate.
Oh, the neutral sig out from Goosey, though. Calculated for that KO.
Beautiful. Uh-oh. Goosey almost getting knocked off at the top there. You've got to be careful when you're playing that close to the kill lines.
Oh, the side air. QS pushing Goosey out on the left side. 2 1v1s at the moment, but nice conversion from Goosey. But the KO onto M for Mini.
That was insane. Converting off of the team damage.
Mini with a long recovery right there.
And I like the position. Oh my gosh. Tying up the stocks.
Nice conversion, side light into side air, pushing Slug out onto the right side into that neutral air for the clash. Slug still in the sky, just now gonna get that ground touch. Does get knocked out by that side air, but gonna be able to come back here with a wall touch. Goes into the down air. The weapon is live though. Slug going to hang out on this wall as M for Mini recovers into that axe.
Slug getting back to the stage, going to rearm with that weapon. No! Finally grabs it, the spear. They've got a bit of a 2v1 right now. M for Mini not too damaged though, I'm not really worried. Wow, Slug getting knocked out, stocks dead even. Damage a little spread.
Yeah, it's close right now as M for Mini really taking a lot of damage from Slug going into that recovery. And the side air on Coration, is this enough? Can Coration recover? Using the down air into the ground pound.
That conversion right there, knocking M for Mini out. Wow, Goosey having to fight this 2v1. That was insane.
Incredible.
Coration, very damaged. Goosey has the possibility of knocking out Coration and fighting Slug 2v1.
Close game. Side air from Goosey pushing Slug out, going in for the KO there, potentially with the down
look
air.
at that, rotating between opponents.
Goosey doing a phenomenal job right now, getting the blue team both into nearly kill percentage. Coration is there. A good side air could do it. Side signature could do it, but Coration having none of it into that side air. Goes into the down light side air, which is both the blue team. Into the weapon throw. Another weapon throw. Gonna pick up that sword. Goes in for the down air. Coration ready with that side air. Goosey above it, though.
Wow, Goosey not quite getting the KO, but he's doing an amazing job of staying mobile, not getting caught in any of the team combos.
His damage output right now on both of these players is phenomenal.
This is going to be a hard-fought battle, but he's definitely in it. That side air's going to do it. He's got the 1v1.
Slug taking a side air there with a weapon throw, dodges underneath it, goes to the weapon throw up to recover. The ground pound out from Goosey, but Slug is going to hang out here on the left wall, just now coming up above. Goosey with a sword. This is kill percentage for Slug. Anything could do it. The down air, going to move in, going to pick up that sword, going for himself, goes a neutral light right there. Slug down light to recovery. The last hit drops.
Will to the left. He's got to find something strong for this KO here.
Slug hanging back, knows he's in a hot zone, but the downline into the side air knocks Goosey out. Slug ready to catch the side air, and Slug will get the KO and will take game 3.
That is clean! A clean 3-0 for winners finals. Coration and Slug, they're going to be moving on to grand finals. Goosey and M for Mini, they're going to have to go on and fight in losers finals.
Oh my goodness, my heart's beating a little fast from that game. That 1v1 was so close. I mean, look at the damage dealt here from Goosey right now, 744.
Oh my gosh.
And how much of that was dealt on that last stock, you know? Like, that 2v1 situation, that 1v2, he handled it so well.
That is absolutely crazy. Yeah, I mean, just staying mobile to not getting caught in team combos, to bring it to the 1v1, that was absolutely amazing.
Actually, like, I can't. They're too good. Y'all are too good.
You might not be able to, but Slug definitely could. So clean with that side air edge guard.
So clean. I believe that will move us over to the bracket here, so we can go ahead and check out, just so y'all can see the top 2 here. We got the losers final, and for Mini and Goosey, we just saw them, and Addy, Mestic, and Cake.
Oh man. And the winner of this is going to end up fighting Coration and Slug in grand finals.
I cannot wait.
Whoa, this top 3 action. Oh my gosh.
It's tense, it's close. EU has been putting out some phenomenal games today. What's going to happen?
This 2v2 Summer Championship, man, anything could happen.
2v2s, they're so special because it's kind of insane.
But, you know, let's break it down here a little bit. All right, we just saw M for Mini and Goosey. All right, incredibly strong play. But Coration and Slug were able to dismantle them with those team combos in that team play.
Yes.
Not unlike what we have seen from Addy, Mestic, and Cake all day today. Do you think Addy, Mestic, and Cake have the answers they need to take down M for Mini and Goosey?
I mean, maybe they have that magic playstyle that is the kryptonite to M for Mini and Goosey. We'll find out. I mean, M for Mini and Goosey just had 3 games right there, and that last game was super close.
Oh, yeah.
To adapt to a very team-oriented, you know, conversion gameplay style. Maybe, you know, if they're going in and going for a similar thing, this could be what they need, you know? This is more time to adapt.
Yeah, we'll see how this first match starts out. We've got the stage banding coming in. We've got Twilight, Thunderguard, and Mammoth. Very interesting. Interesting set to leave open here. A lot of people have been staying away from Thunderguard, staying away from Twilight this tournament.
I mean, with Mammoth open, I almost think it's going to be Mammoth.
Yep, that is the save, especially at the start of a set. It is a very neutral stage.
Yes. I would love to see some of those other maps. I mean,
yeah, we saw Shipwreck Falls come in earlier.
Which is wild.
So dangerous.
Spawning in
right at the start,
1.
Addy, Mestic invading, trying to get their weapon. Cake sitting back, getting support for the spear.
It's a fast-paced game already as Cake is putting out some damage onto M for Mini, that neutral air into the down air, into the recovery, into the side light. I mean, right now,
M for Mini is still unarmed.
M for Mini picking up that recovery into the neutral air, into the down air, into the ground pound, into another down air.
Is this a death?
This is it.
That's
it. Gimps Cake.
He will take on Cake's spear unarmed. Beautiful. That was amazing. Early, quick lead for them.
What a gameplay. And we saw Cake really being punishing with that spear, but that turnaround right there from M for Mini, all on arm, beautifully executed.
Uh-oh, Cake trying to get revenge on the edge here. M for Mini not having any of it.
Addy Mestic coming in, trying to save his teammate, trying to deny some of that damage, comes in, but the down air to recover from Goosey too much. Addy Mestic gets knocked up into the sky, allows Cake to get knocked out into the left, but Addy Mestic ready with the side air, knocking M for Mini out into the left. The ground pound from Cake, long distance ground pound, gonna confirm the KO.
And for Mini, he had no options left.
Addy Mestic there with the side air, has Goosey on the edge, wants to set up for another side air or neutral air, but Goosey ready with the grab cancel downlight. Addy Mestic dodges the ground pound though.
Whoa. Catches both of them with the side light, with the recovery. Looking for the knockout. Cake's got to be so careful. He is so damaged on his second stock.
Addy Mestic and Goosey still in their first, hanging in tight. Goosey knocked out to the right. They're
Oh,
gonna hang
man.
above the grab
Look at
cancel
these
side
team
signature.
plays.
But Cake ready down there with that side sig.
I love that. Just watching them rotate, you know, even when Cake hit with that neutral light, he dodged back to let Addy Mestic rush in with the gauntlets.
Recovery from M for Mini knocks Cake down to his final stock, and Addy Mestic on the bottom, running out of jumps, gonna get knocked out there.
Oh, wow. You know they're going to be looking to get this KO on M for Mini. There it is, even up the stocks. This game is so close.
It's almost identical. Little bit of variance in the damage right now, but the stocks are equal, and the damage is so close. Nice string out from Cake, who's pushing out on M for Mini. 2 1v1s really right now. Goosey trying to turn around, put a little pressure on Cake, but Addy Mestic not letting him do it.
Teams fighting 1v1s on the side. No, Cake rotating over, force the 2v1, get a little bit of extra damage.
Goosey ready with that side signature on the edge. Addy Mestic waiting it out, being patient enough to come in here with the neutral airs to push Goosey up and allows him to recover back onto the main section of Mammoth. Goosey on the edge without a weapon, side light comes out, but the side air from Goosey knocking Addy Mestic out, still without a weapon. M for Mini ready with that neutral light, but the down signature from Cake, and then Goosey there with the side air, gonna deny it, but the recovery from Cake knocking Goosey out down there, and then M for Mini picks up the recovery for the KO onto Addy Mestic. Too much is happening.
This is getting dangerous. Cake again, he is the one on his last stock, so heavily damaged. Gotta watch out. M for Mini trying to secure it. Does with the recovery. They've got 2v1, 3 stocks to 1. Goosey and M for Mini versus Addy Mestic.
Cake is out right now on his final stock. There's 2v1. Addy Mestic in the red. Both of the...
Oh! Catches the dodge with a chainsaw. That down signature so good at covering dodgings.
Oh my goodness. What a game. They're gonna jump right on into this next game. Right away, Small Grumpy Temple is out. I love seeing how they ban. Reban. Thunder Guard's out. No Black Guard. No King's Pass. No Mammoth. Where are we going to end up?
Wow. They left them with Great Hall, Grumpy Temple, and Shipwreck Falls? That's an interesting spread.
Are we going to see a Grumpy Temple pick?
No Shipwreck.
No Shipwreck.
Uh-oh.
Could it be Small Grumpy Temple?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's see. M for Mini rocking that Olgrim.
No, they're backing out. They misbanned.
Oh, here we go. Leaving Blackguard, Mammoth, Shipwreck. We're going Shipwreck.
All right. I thought we were already at Shipwreck.
Yeah, that's
here at Summer Championship.
we've seen Shipwreck. We are here at Shipwreck. You know, Daiku and Stardust, they joined us here before, but Cake and Addy Mestic, they want some of this action.
And the action is what they're gonna get as Cake and Addy Mestic both picking up those weapons. Goosey without the action, a little bit of team play right there from the red team right off the bat.
Here we go, everybody armed up. Addy Mestic with those gauntlets.
Side airs though.
Everybody getting caught by M for Mini's Lance.
Oh,
look at this damage.
Goosey in the red, up in the sky. Cake really going in for those recoveries for that KO. Addy Mestic with the side air knocks Goosey out on the right side into the recovery.
Not able to rotate
knocks
over and
Goosey
save
out.
him. Wow. That 30-second lead. Goosey down to 2 stocks. This is kind of the reverse of the last game.
Side share out from Cake. A little bit of team damage to Addy Mestic coming up on top. The stomp into side air knocks Cake way out of the sky.
Side air the other way. Just splitting that team.
Knocks Cake out. Addy Mestic is going to survive in here, but the down air from M for Mini knocking Addy Mestic way down below.
You know, M for Mini and Goosey, they started this match off behind, but they were quick to turn it around with that engagement.
Oh, Cake with this timing to knock M for Mini way out with that side air of his own.
Ooh, avoiding that signature. You do have to watch out. Addy Mestic has been so deadly with that today.
Addy Mestic with a nice little gauntlet string right there. Gonna confirm the KO onto Enfremini. 2 stocks all around.
Here we go. Cake trying to find something started with this spear. Tosses it up. Rearms. Addy Mestic with that gauntlet damage coming out on Goosey. Wow, look at the spacing. Addy Mestic hitting that uppercut, but not getting hit by Cake's attack.
Enfremini has Cake out on the left side, goes in for the signature, knocks Cake out. Addy Mestic on the left side as well. Enfremini ready with that side air. Addy Mestic will recover, gets the wall touch, but the recovery out from Goosey, knocking Addy Mestic further into the sky. Cake trying to run interference, trying to allow Addy Mestic to come back to the ground, who does come back to the ground, but the downlight side air gonna knock Addy Mestic out to the left, as Enfremini gonna with the ground pound from Goosey. Brutal, knocks him down way into the ocean below.
Man, oh man, 2-stock lead, but Cake looking to fix that. Goosey trying to avoid this 2v1. Can he make it while Enfremini gets back in play?
Goosey has Addy Mestic on the right side, both all players with weapon. Enfremini getting picked up in that side air. The weapon throw, Cake falling in. Enfremini trying to turn this Addy Mestic fishing for it, but Enfremini being relentless with his on-arm play right now.
Enfremini finally arms up with that lance. He was doing severe damage with it earlier. Let's see if that's what he needs. No, Goosey goes down.
But the black hole setup right here. Enfremini gonna be able to move out of it.
That pushed him heavily into the orange. Enfremini's got to be careful.
Side air out from Enfremini. Addy Mestic out on the right side, recovering here. Enfremini with the down air. That could be it. Addy Mestic might not be able to recover. Has the dodge. He can do it. Gets the wall touch.
Enfremini just looking for the spacing. No, gets caught by Addy Mestic. That side signature gets tagged for his trouble though.
Everyone just traded side airs out onto the right side right there. Goosey doing it again with the downline to the side air. Addy Mestic out on the right. Gonna recover here. The ground pound. Addy Mestic waits it out, but the recovery.
Whoa!
Addy Mestic
still
will
alive.
not die.
Goosey trying to fix that, but Addy Mestic refuses to go.
The weapon throw. Addy Mestic will just go to the ground pound. Lands it on Goosey. Goosey recovers, but the side air from Cake knocking them both out.
Oh no, tagged by that side. Addy Mestic still not dead.
Enfremini, meanwhile, does get knocked out. This is a 2v1 where everyone's damage is so high. Goosey with the downline to the side air. This just became a 1v1.
Oh man, Addy Mestic, I don't think he can survive another. He dodges that, the side air, that'll do it. Goosey taking it, putting up 2-0 in losers finals. Woohoo! This is a best of 5 set, so Addy Mestic and Cake, they can turn it on, but they need to pull a reverse 3-0 in this set here.
Enfremini and Goosey want that rematch up in grand finals right now. They are putting tooth and nail on the line for this rematch.
Cake, thinking about it. Are we going to see a character change, do you think? Or is he just taking a moment to talk with Addy Mestic?
Could be. You know, it could also be the Queen Nai coming out again. You know, it's the last game, so if you're going to go for a swap, what you've been doing isn't working, and I don't want to say that because that game came down to the wire.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you might as well go for it on what could be your last game. Maybe
look at that. Banning out Shipwreck, banning out Mammoth, leaving Grumpy Twilight or Great Hall.
Twilight Grove here. Interesting map. That wedge allows for so much play, and with 4 people on the map at one time, I mean, you never know what kind of interaction you're gonna get off that wedge and off those soft platforms.
And I think this Queen Nai change, you know, we saw Cake. He survived pretty well, but now Queen Nai's got all that extra armor, all that extra strength. I'm expecting his damage output to increase significantly.
Not to mention, he's got the guitars now as well, which have been so potent so far in this tournament, especially yesterday.
Oh yeah. I mean, Queen Nai, those signatures, they can definitely score some of those early kills that they've been looking for against Enfremini particularly.
Addy Mestic really pushing Enfremini far out on the right side there. Enfremini lasted the first 15 seconds without taking any damage here, and able to dish out a lot of damage. Cake and Goosey both in the red at the moment.
Ooh, trading blows back and forth. Look at this damage build. Everyone entering orange, red, looking to get knocked out here.
Cake recovering up, goes in for the neutral air, knocked Goosey down into the ground pound, picks up the KO.
First one going down. Enfremini looking to knock out Cake, though.
Cake gonna wait for his teammate to respawn here, or recover back onto this platform and hang out. We just saw Addy Mestic knocked out there for the first time. Cake, again, looking for those signatures right away.
Oh, man, Cake in trouble. Gotta watch out. Punishes Enfremini on the recovery. Beautiful.
Oh. He was ready there with that side signature. It just fell a little bit short as, from the blue team.
Yeah, and that's something that you really got to watch out for. Those Queen Nai signatures, they cover a great area. They deal a ton of damage. They hit so hard. you can get knocked out early, especially if the opponent is covering some area with their teammate.
Oh yeah, we did just see Enframini got knocked out there with that Queen Knight recovery, and now everyone's on 2 stocks all the way, and damage is becoming fairly even too. Okay, picking up the downlight into the recovery. Goes in for the down air. Goosey recovering up around, gonna pick up that hammer. Cake with the weapon throw into the neutral air, goes into the neutral air onto Goosey. Neutral signature!
Catches him, yes! That's what we were talking about, those Queen Knight signatures hitting as exceptionally hard.
And you know, her neutral sig with the spear, it comes out very, very fast.
Oh yeah, amazing anti-air. There's another one, that down signature, looking to space him out. Oh no, but Addy Mestic getting sent off the right-hand side.
Cake falling back here, goes in for another of those neutral sigs. Enframini ready though, unarmed, but the ground pound gonna knock Enframini out to the right side. Addy Mestic going in for the ground pound, picks up the neutral air, but kind of blocked by his teammate a little bit right there.
Oh, look at that team combo.
The side signature gonna knock Enframini to his final stock. Goosey here in the red. This change might have been exactly what the red team needs right now.
Cake and Addy Mestic are so good at playing just out of each other's range, hitting the opponents but not their teammates. That island saving Goosey there.
Goosey coming back out on the left side. Addy Mestic ready with the recovery into Enframini. Cake hanging back here, goes into the neutral air. The down signature from Enframini knocking Cake way up into the sky, but the slide down signature gonna KO Goosey. Meanwhile, Enframini knocking out Addy Mestic. This is a 1v1 all of a sudden.
Oh man, he's in a tough spot. Cake has 2 stocks left, and he's on Queen Knight. She does not take a lot of damage. That recovery would have killed most any other character.
Got the wedge bounce right there, and the down air into the chainsaw.
Bounces him off to the left. Can he secure the KO now? Oh no.
That side signature, Cake, patient game, waits for the movement and says, I'm just gonna come at you with a side signature. And that's gonna make this go to a game 4.
Oh man. Oh man. Addy Mestic and Cake still alive, still pushing their way. The Queen Knight seeming to work out.
Blocking out Great Hall, Blackguard Keep, King's Pass, and Grumpy Temple. No Twilight Grove right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's smart. You know, if you just lose on a different stage, probably ban that one out just for the mental aspect of it, you know?
Yeah, completely. Back on Small Mammoth here. Now, do you think we're going to see a game just like that last one?
I mean, Cake has been doing work with that Queen Knight. His conversions off of Addy Mestic's hits into some of those spear strings has been absolutely amazing. It led to so much damage. Queen Knight has a ton of strength.
See if it works out again for them in this game. Even damage across the board. Cake getting a nice neutral light onto Goosey. Enframini though ready with that axe there, picking up Addy Mestic, but the teammate play right there.
I love that, interrupting Enframini's axe neutral light, saving his teammate Cake with the perfect spacing.
Cake with a gravity cancel side signature, but Enframini below goes for the side sig onto Addy Mestic for the KO. But Enframini with the weapon throw onto Cake. Cake.
No, he's back. He's back. He touched. Cake's still alive. He's looking to get back on stage. Just fighting Enframini, fighting unarmed.
Picking up a lot of those neutral, those unarmed recoveries too.
Cake is completely happy to fight unarmed right now. All right, finally picks up the spear, looking to do some damage.
Got Addy Mestic and Enframini kind of battling it out on top. Cake surviving here on the edge. We just saw Waslav engage, but Cake comes up right after that. There's neutral sig coming out. Cake gonna go ahead after Enframini. Goes to the ground pound. Enframini dodges through, goes in for a down air. Cake was not there, but the down air from Cake with the weapon though is gonna knock Enframini out.
Cake not gone yet. Goosey trying to make sure that he is. Not able to confirm. Cake turns it around on him.
But right there, we do see Cake get knocked out. That sidelight into recovery from Enframini. Excellently executed for putting everyone onto 2 stocks.
Cake has been fighting unarmed a lot. He is more than happy to keep engagement going.
See Goosey up above here, falling back, trying to bait out the red team. Goes in for that side air, goes in for the neutral air, but gets picked up by Cake's light attacks right there.
I like that interruption by Enframini. You know, Cake was looking for that edge guard with the Katars, but Enframini was there to support his teammate.
Addy Mestic going in, but the side signature from Cake landing, KOing Goosey.
Cake's been definitely getting a lot of mileage off of those Queen Knight signatures.
The neutral signature out from Enframini though, landing, and the gravity cancel neutral signature again onto Cake. Can Cake come back?
No, that's it. He's down to 1 stock. Addy Mestic's got 2, but getting knocked out. 1 stock apiece for the red team. Blue team looking at 3 stocks total.
Oh man, Cake and Addy Mestic doing so well in the last game. Starting really strong here, but the blue team really turning it around, adapting to their playstyle, trying to bring this back into their favor. And for Mini in the red, but Tillon's 2 stocks, going in with that axe, going in for the punish on Addy Mestic, but Addy Mestic right there with a recovery.
Oh, Goosey fighting back with this hammer.
Addy Mestic picking up the recovery onto Mini, knocks him down 1 stock all around.
Oh no! That team damage, Addy Mestic converting into it.
The side signature from Cake gonna knock Goosey out.
Uh-oh, 2v1. This is where Addy Mestic and Cake excel. Their team combos are phenomenal.
But the down air from Mini into the recovery, but his teammate ready there. Addy Mestic with the save. Nice side signature.
Oh no, Cake be able to take that damage, that Queen Eye with extra defense.
Oh, Addy Mestic coming on in, and for Mini coming up with the recovery. This recovery from Addy Mestic knocks him up, but the side sig, neutral sig. Oh, this is tense, folks.
Oh man, Cake
nice conversion.
Beautiful.
Neutral signature coming out, picks up Addy Mestic instead. The side air,
no.
the weapon throw.
Cake not gone yet.
And for Mini playing a phenomenal game, gets picked up by the recovery, throws the axe down in between the red players. Not a happy place.
This is what we've seen before from Mini, trying
Ground
to stay
pound.
mobile to avoid these team combos.
Keep in mind that everyone right now is in that kill zone. Anyone could go at this moment. 1 kill, 1 good stick could get a KO, and that side air is enough. This becomes a 1v1. And for Mini fighting tooth and nail right now to try and take what will be game point for them.
Addy Mestic taking it with the side signature. 2-2. They just tied up the set.
They just tied up the set. They're coming back maybe for that reverse 3-0 right now.
Oh man. This is gonna be absolutely crazy. Look at Cake. Just getting KO'd. There's that weapon toss.
Bro.
I love it. I love seeing, whenever they do weapon tosses from that far away, just the setup, it's timed so perfectly. It's so calculated with their recovery.
Any mistake in direction or timing and it won't work, but you do it perfectly, and when a weapon travels that far with that much speed,
yeah.
I mean it's a force to be reckoned with.
It'll hit hard. It'll spike you down. And looking at the stages that we got here, Mammoth, Twilight, Thunderguard.
See, it looks like the other team is thinking about what map they want to end up on. And for a final game, for a 5th game, it's pretty important.
Addy Mestic and Cake going back to Twilight Grove. I mean, that's where they really turned around this set, so I'm not surprised to see that's where they want to close it out.
Gonna spawn in here. Red team on the left, blue on the right. Addy Mestic gonna go for that weapon. Goosey gonna go for that weapon.
Ooh, Cake grabbing the third. M for Mini unarmed, trying to fight, grab his own.
Cake going in for that down air, down signature, trying to outspace M for Mini, trying to give Addy Mestic some room on Goosey, but Goosey converting into M for Mini. A lot of damage going out on the red team already.
Ooh, M for Mini going for that chainsaw again, but got hit out. Can he edgeguard Addy Mestic here?
Addy coming back in. I don't think he got the wall touch, and that
wow.
KO.
That was just enough.
Go very, very, very tense right now as this is game 5. Side signature from Goosey gonna knock out Cake and Addy Mestic down a stock to the blue team right now, who are in a comfortable position. Addy and Goosey neither in that kill zone, sticking together, coming in for the engagement, goes in for the down air, recovery onto his teammate though.
Wow, Cake looking to get some sort of thing started with these guitars here, but Goosey taking up to the top of the screen.
Addy Mestic with a nice signature, knocking Mini way out into the sky. Goosey gets knocked out there as well. Cake going in for the side signatures, but Mini and Goosey not having it. Mini going in deep, gets the wall touch, as does Cake. Cake hanging back here. The side signature perfectly timed for the KO onto Mini. Meanwhile, Goosey, does he return?
Wow, even stocks. Cake doing so much work with these nice side signatures. Just nice signatures in general. I think that Legend Switch is probably the smartest decision they've made all set.
And Cake is setting up to be the finisher for the red team. With those signatures, it's just like, set me up and I'll spike him, that's what's happening.
Yeah, and Addy Mestic is so good at setting him up. I mean, with these gauntlets, he just picks his spots, and we've seen Cake convert off of them time and again.
Mini and Goosey still up in the lead damage-wise if you're looking at that, and have both of the red team members off the stage. There's the side air, picks up the KO onto Cake. Goosey ready, the down signature.
Not enough, but Goosey's gonna try and convert. Wow, Addy Mestic knocking him into that island.
It's gotta hurt. Goosey ready with that neutral light. Onto Cake. Cake on his final stock, looking pretty good damage-wise. Addy Mestic getting knocked out to the left there. The recovery from Goosey up on Cake. Man, Mini looking for Addy Mestic, who's ready there with the side air. Mini gonna recover to this wall. Addy Mestic below.
Man, Mini's recoveries with the Lanz are just something to behold.
Another side stick. That was a gravity cancel side stick from Cake, picking up the KO onto Mini. 2-1 stock both ways.
Wow, this is getting intense. Goosey not yet going off, but Addy Mestic almost.
So close.
Mini looking for the KO. He got it on Addy Mestic. Red team down to 1 stock apiece. Mini and Goosey have the lead, but how long can they hold on to it?
Cake into recovery, into the down air. Goosey very, very damaged, nearly black on that damage. Goosey into the down air, but the side air. Cake is gonna recover.
Uh-oh, Mini in trouble, going to the other side, needs to recover.
Goosey avoiding that side signature from Addy Mestic, who picks up the neutral, and that's enough to KO Goosey. 1 stock all around.
Mini and Cake, both in danger of being knocked out.
The down stick from Cake. Meanwhile, the side air from Goosey knocking Cake way out. Goosey ready with the down air. Cake avoids it.
Yep, Cake trying to hold that back line.
Nice weapon
Goosey
throw.
hunting him down.
Better there's the setup with
Team
the
combo!
two-way.
No! Cake gets knocked out. Mini interrupting the team combo. Addy Mestic is by himself. This is do or die. This is the final game of Losers Finals.
The damage is so high across the board right now, and we have this 2v1 situation. Addy Mestic needs to secure a KO and does it right there with the recovery. This is a 1v1 all of a sudden.
Addy Mestic, a monster in 1v1. There it is with the side signature, almost getting that recovery.
Whoever takes this will advance to grand finals.
Addy Mestic hunting with these gauntlets. Goosey staying mobile, not wanting to get caught.
Addy Mestic coming with the side air, goes in for the side sig. Goosey around, goes for the down light, goes neutral light. Oh, the neutral layers. Addy Mestic staying above.
Threatening with those sword neutral layers.
Is this it? This is it! Addy Mestic will advance. Cake and Addy Mestic, the red team, will go on to grand finals out of the losers bracket.
Oh my gosh. Incredibly well played by Mini and Goosey. But Addy Mestic and Cake, they got the right to fight Coration and Slug in grand finals for the 2v2 EU Summer Championship.
What a turnaround was that. I mean, that was a verse 3-0.
Man, oh man. You know, we were talking about if they would be able to do that. It was that legend switch and then just the mental fortitude. They figured out the matchup. They knew what they needed to do. And I think the stage picks played a pretty heavy hand in that as well.
But, you know, you got to give props to both of these teams because it did go to a fifth game. And those last few sets, I mean, those last few games were just unbelievable.
Amazing.
They were so close. Really just genuinely down to the wire.
That was absolutely crazy.
And I mean, what a better way to set us up for our grand finals.
Yeah, so now we have 2 teams going against each other. Coration and Slug, we saw them before. Heavy team-based play. Addy Mestic and Cake, another heavy team-based play. They're going to be going up against them in grand finals.
And these are two giants. Both of these teams are giants, and they're going to be going up against each other. You can see the breakdown of that bracket right now on stream, folks. You can see the journey that all of these players took. I mean, Addy Mestic and Cake got knocked down to the losers bracket.
Yeah, by Mini and Goosey. So they won the run back. They have yet to face Coration and Slug.
So this is a fresh game. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen other than some explosive gameplay, explosive team play.
Man, oh man, I'm expecting crazy conversions.
Yeah,
we've seen it from both teams time and again. That's what this set is going to be.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some saves here as well. See these team players, just those stocks being extended ad infinitum because everyone is just saying, no, you're not going to kill my teammate. I'm going to be right there to deny it and redirect.
Man, I'm excited. We got the players in the lobby. They're looking to lock in their legends. What are you expecting to see? What picks are you looking for from these guys?
I think Slug and Coration are going to go with what they've been playing, with what they know, right?
The double Hattori,
The double
of course.
Hattori. It works. It's really good. You have that movement speed. You have that defense. And you got those signatures, which really play well into each other.
It's got them on winner's side of this best of 5, so...
Now, what I'm really curious to see, because I think it's safe to say that Addy Mestic probably will stay the same.
Okay, yep. Rocking the Val.
Rocking the Val. I mean,
his gauntlet sword. Yep, there it is.
Been
locking
doing
it
it
in.
very securely all day. And I was gonna say Cake was the one that I was like, I'm not sure. Is Cake gonna go for the Mirage? Is Cake gonna go for the Nai? But
looks like he's starting out the set with the Mirage. I really like this, especially if they've recognized, you know, QS and Slug, they are heavily team based, right? You don't need to fight as many 1v1s. Cake's going to be looking to use that scythe to start their own team combos.
Yes, and I think hanging back on that Queen Nai gives them kind of a pocket swap later on if things aren't going in their favor. Because keep in mind, if Cake and Addy Mestic want to win Grand Finals, they have to win this best of 5 and then another best of 5.
Man, it's definitely a marathon ahead of them. And let's see where the starting line is. We've got Mammoth Fortress, Great Hall, and Shipwreck available. Great Hall!
Really?
Wow.
I mean, with these platforms, with the size of the kind of neutral territory itself on a 2v2, this is going to be... I mean...
This is going to be kind of crazy. We haven't really seen this pick so far this tournament. It's mostly been Mammoth, a couple bit of Shipwreck, and then we just recently saw Twilight. I don't know. This is going to be very, very different. A lot of different ledge plays that you can make, especially as far as team combos go.
How it goes. I mean, they've kind of separated into this 2 1v1 situation, just now converging back into this 2v2 mix.
Yeah, it looks like they're both kind of fighting to sandwich the other team. They want to be able to knock the others into those
ground
team
pound,
combos.
early ground pound, perfectly timed. Cake didn't actually recover to the wall, and so that was enough momentum to knock him just underneath that platform, and that was it.
Man, oh man. That was crazy. But again, you see this kind of play where QS and Slug, they try and fight for the outsides, but Addy Mestic and Cake try to fight for the sandwich as well. Both teams looking to start those team combos, so you end up with these crazy 1v1s with some rotations to 2v1s.
We did just see QS get knocked out right there. Coming back here, Slug gonna stay alive despite getting caught in Addy Mestic's neutral air. Cake has QS on the side, but Addy Mestic really looking to pick it up on Slug, but Cake's so deep down on the ground, gonna avoid the ground pound as Addy Mestic picks up the KO onto Slug.
Oh man, both of them just sticking a little bit safe, happy to just go for the slow damage build. They weren't looking for any crazy edge guards during the power play session. Oh, but QS and Slug converting some team damage there.
Oh, nice ground pound. Gonna knock Cake to his final stock. Less than 2 minutes into this game right now.
Oh, wow. Cake was there waiting. QS trying to escape to the other side to avoid the edge guard, but Cake saw it and denied.
QS going in with the downline to the side air, has Cake on the left side, goes for that dodge, double dodge up, trying to just get into position to engage Cake, but Addy Mestic with the neutral air with the gauntlet play on the right side. Relentless Slug denying it though with that side air, but the side signature comes out. Slug coming back up, recovering into the ground pound from Cake.
Addy Mestic catching him with the side air, catches with the weapon toss. Beautiful accuracy, securing the KO. They've got a little bit of a lead. Addy Mestic and Cake up 1 stock over QS and Slug.
Addy Mestic getting a little pogoed right there, picking up some good damage with the neutral sig out from Slug, KOing Addy Mestic.
Double Hattori, double neutral sigs. He can't dodge them both.
It's pretty tense right now as both teams are on 1 stock. We just saw Cake got knocked out. The stun time's so long.
Addy Mestic, he's got to bring this down into a 1v1 if he wants to stand a chance, but both of them are not too damaged. QS and Slug just about entering orange.
2v1 at the moment. Addy Mestic hang back here, picks up the neutral light, knocking Slug into QS's neutral light.
This is what it's all about. This is how you fight a 2v1. You need to stay mobile, not get caught in any of their team combo starters. And you know what? Great Hall is actually really good for that. All these platforms giving him so many different touch points.
Slug coming up. Mestic dodging through, picking up the neutral air. On the edge, gets to that wall touch. This is tense. Addy Mestic has done so much damage in this 2v1. Oh, they tried
Oh
side
no,
sig,
they
but the
sandwiched
neutral sig and
him.
the side sig.
There's the side sig. Slug looking to convert and clean it up.
Addy Mestic dodges back, gets the wall, ground touch, down light into side air, knocking QS way out into the side, gives him time to pick up that weapon, go into the signature. Slug avoids it.
Man, Addy Mestic's movement has been exactly what he needs. So slippery, navigating this minefield.
Addy Mestic moving back, going for the neutral air. There's the down sig out from QS. Addy Mestic looking for the engagement. The side sig was going to KO
He got
Slug.
the 1v1. Here it is, Addy Mestic versus Coration. Addy Mestic
Side
has
air.
taken these 1v1s before.
QS without a weapon, uses a recovery, down airs into the wall, still has a dodge available. Addy Mestic in the gauntlets. Gonna switch back to sword.
Uh-oh,
QS
wall slip
slip.
engaged. Gotta watch out. Addy Mestic not down yet.
Recovery, Addy Mestic avoids it. The side
Gets
air.
it with the side air, taking the first game of Grand Finals.
Wow.
That is the kind of opening statement you want to make.
I mean, that's a phenomenal game, and it was so close there. It was so close. Coming back in that 2v1 to make it not only a 1v1, but then to take the game?
That was impressive.
I mean,
that was absolutely impressive. You know they're going to be looking to close this out quick 3-0, get that momentum going into the second set of Grand Finals.
I mean, they had a great momentum in that last match, right? In the losers finals, they went with that reverse 3-0. They're coming in here with a strong start for that first game. They're looking really, really good right now.
Yeah, so right now it's going to be up to QS and Slug to stop that momentum, say, hey, wait a minute, we're the ones coming from winner's side. This is our tournament.
Game starting here. Early damage done out onto the blue team here.
Man, Coration really getting beat up. He's about entering red. Addy Mestic hunting him down.
QS turning around with that neutral light. Coming through the down air from Addy Mestic though. But the pickup on Cake knocks out Coration.
And that's those team conversions that we talk about, you know? It's all about denying space, and he just denied Slug the recovery.
Cake going down for QS. But Slug right there with the down air denying Cake's recovery up above the stage.
Oh my gosh, Cake, look at these axe strings pouring on the damage.
Cake and Addy Mestic. Oh, Cake moving down, perfectly spaced neutral sig out from the blue team.
It's getting really crazy now. A lot of signatures flying out from Coration and Slug. You know they're hunting for these KOs. They need to even up these stocks. Are they able to do it with Addy Mestic here? No. He makes it back. Is he turning around for the edge guard? He saves
has the recovery.
Cake. Oh my gosh.
Side signature. Dude, that side air though, knocking Cake out, knocking out Addy Mestic. That's a double KO.
Wow. Still pretty hefty damage deficit. Slug and Coration are both in the orange. They've got a ways to go to bring this match back.
Addy Mestic moving back, stacked right there. The axe is gonna take the advantage onto QS. Cake with the downlight onto Coration hanging back here, gonna fish out onto Addy Mestic, knocks him out as Slug
I like those rotations, getting some of the 2v1. When your partner is being edge guard by the other opponent, you can just rotate in and attack from the back, kind of sandwich them around that corner.
Slug has Cake on the edge here. Cake will get back to the stage, but the neutral light from Slug gonna push him out. Ready Cake right in there with the side air, knocking out Coration.
Man, Addy Mestic and Cake looking so strong. Oh no! Stocks are tied up. Slug's got to be careful. I think he is going to be the target for Addy Mestic and Cake.
Meanwhile, Cake running out of jumps right there.
Oh no, that was so early.
It's gonna put a fairly severe lead for the blue team here, who has that stock lead right now.
Man, if we were talking about Coration and Slug needing to stop the momentum of Addy Mestic and Cake, I think it is thoroughly stymied right now. They can just keep this even. They're going to be looking good for the rest of the set.
Addy Mestic coming up. Neutral sig out. Side sig gonna be denied by QS's neutral light. Cake way on the right side there. Slug coming around. Goes for the side air onto the edge. But the clash right there.
Slug just keeping him out. But Coration goes down on the left-hand side. Addy Mestic and Cake, they've got the 2v1. Let's see if they can convert these team combos.
Addy Mestic coming in with the down air into the neutral light. Goes in for the side signature, KOs it!
Gosh!
That's game 2 to Cake and Addy Mestic.
Wow, up 2-0, entering grand finals here. Coration and Slug, you know they got to be thinking about this heavily. I mean, they're they have another set to play should they lose this next game, but you know they don't want it to go to that.
Right. I mean, this is so tense, and Cake and Addy Mestic really setting up for that reset right now.
Man, oh man, are you expecting any legend changes from them? Are they still going to try running this double Hattori, or is QS going to change over?
I think they'll keep with the double Hattori. I think it has worked out so well for them consistently throughout the breadth of the tournament, but the Bryn and the Mirage, so I was completely wrong.
Yeah, Cake switching over to Bryn first, and then Coration and Slug have the option to answer with different legend picks. So Coration opting for Mirage, keeping that same spear. You know, he's been playing with that because Hattori is sword and spear, but changing out that sword for the scythe.
Now we got two new legends here with new weapons. I think we're gonna go to Mammoth Fortress because this is a totally new matchup. New variables have entered the field.
Yeah, I could definitely see that, wanting to enter on the neutral stage there.
Instead, though, Shipwreck Falls.
Wow. This is just gonna be so dangerous.
Gauntlets, scythe, kind of that short or vertical side area on the stage. I mean, who knows what's gonna happen?
Man, oh man, especially Coration now playing Scythe. I don't know if I've seen much from him. I usually end up seeing that double Hattori comp.
Slug playing a nice game right now. There's a lot of damage onto Cake, but the red team there
no,
getting the blue
Addy
team
Mestic. So good with those sword neutralites. He's been adding so much damage in those scrambles.
Cake recovering here, avoiding that neutral sig. Goes in for the down air, but QS ready with that neutral air. Picking up that spear.
Oh man. Addy Mestic's movement, I just
nice
love
side
watching.
air from Addy Mestic, picking up that early KO.
Oh man, punishing
What?
Slug for taking out Cake, trading the stocks.
This game is crazy already. Red team looking fairly strong as Addy Mestic hasn't taken too much damage on his first stock. Cake falling down there, recovering into that ground pound, denying QS that damage. QS though ready there with that side string, knocks Cake out so he can have a little more space with his teammate there.
Oh man, Addy Mestic getting tagged, but denies with the weapon throw. Catches some damage. No! Slug taking him out. That neutral signature. Definitely getting mileage out of that today.
Cake coming above. Side air from Addy Mestic pushing on a Slug. The ground pound though, it's team damage. And the neutral six signature is also team damage there, but the neutral from Slug pushing Cake out. Cake in the red. Neutral six coming out from the Hattoris right now like crazy.
Look at this almost checkerboard pattern on the damage. Cake and Slug gotta be very careful. They do not want to be the one to give the advantage to the other team.
Cake dodges through QS's approach. There's the down air, the recovery. Coration with the down air. Coration runs out of jumps.
Wow, he goes down. Addy Mestic and Cake, they've got a 2v1 momentarily. Cake just worried about getting back, not so much about securing
Nice
the
weapon
edge guard.
throw.
Both of them spacing out, not wanting to get tagged by these signatures.
Oh.
Corsation's throwing out.
The down air knocking Cake far out on the right side. The down air from Slug setting up for the KO.
Ooh.
Takes the KO.
Evens up the stocks. Addy Mestic, gotta be careful. 2v1, gets
The
edge
weapon
guarded.
throw.
That'll do it.
Slug in the red here, but up a stock. Every piece of damage Slug deals is so good for Coration and Slug.
Man, they really need to take this game if they do want to prevent the bracket reset.
Cake going through, picking up the signature, KOing Slug. Coration caught in Addy Mestic's grasp. Nice weapon throw, but the side air.
QS going down, leaving Slug alone to fight Addy Mestic and Cake 2v1. Here we go, this is what we're seeing.
The ground pound.
He
Cake
takes
is
him out. Such a quick ground pound for that edge guard.
Addy Mestic hanging back here, looking for the way to engage, looking for the place to engage with the downlight. Gonna pick up Addy Mestic, who's gonna move back the down air right there, but the side air from Addy Mestic into the recovery from Slug into the neutral air. Slug going for it. Addy Mestic dodges through.
Gotta watch out. Addy Mestic getting the dodge read, going for the signature, but Slug punishing it instead.
The gravity cancel side signature, so close, but Addy Mestic hanging below it, just kind of ducking a little bit right there.
Oh man, damage is so high for both. Slug needs to make it back here.
Damage is his
Oh,
KO
interrupts
zone.
the signature with the neutral light.
But the neutral out from Addy Mestic, who goes in there with the recovery. Slug is just above it, goes in the front, unarmed side heavy. The weapon throw. Addy Mestic. Weapon throw in the side
there
air,
it is!
and that's gonna be it. We are resetting the bracket.
Grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. This 2v2 EU Summer Championship, we just had a bracket reset. Addy Mestic and Cake with all the momentum going in 3-0.
3-0. They just 3-0'd in losers finals. And they just 3-0'd in the first grand final set.
If you are looking to go in with momentum, this is as much as you can get.
But what is this double Bolivar pick out from Coration and Slug right now?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hammer and sword. I know they've seen this comp before. Double Bolivar. People have been playing it earlier today. It can hit hard.
Oh man, I mean, you got so many kill options with both of these weapons. The hammer.
Yep. And I like seeing them choose different stances. Slug actually going for the extra strength, Coration going for the extra speed. I think that may say something about the comp that they're looking to play.
Right, you have one person who's there for the setup, and then you got the force guy ready there to just, you know, take the hammer and swing.
Oh yeah. And we're going back to Twilight Grove here.
Game 1, this is the grand finals reset. Could go either way.
Man, oh man, Addy Mestic and Cake, you know, they are very familiar with Twilight. They won a few games here in losers finals, so I think they are ready to go.
I think this double Bolivar pick already showing that's working out fairly well for the blue team, though, as they're using, you know, that variety in the weapon to kind of get in there and dish out the damage. You see the side air onto Cake, knocking him way out. Coration really setting up once to knock them out into the air. All the sorts.
Ooh, Slug preventing that team combo. Coration trying to hunt out on the side. He doesn't have many options
ground
left.
pound?
Just touches the edge.
But the side air can Cake recover, and then Slug ready with the down air.
Oh my gosh, and another
That's a
one.
double KO.
Man, oh man, what a monster. Taking that 2-stock lead. Addy Mestic trying to answer back, but Coration not interested.
Recovery from Addy Mestic, knocking out Coration to his second stock. Slug, though, still comfortable on this first one. Addy
Man,
Mestic.
oh man. Addy Mestic going
so
deep. Oh my gosh.
Addy Mestic coming in there with the side air off the wedge. Meanwhile, Coration doing work on Cake.
Man, oh man. Oh no, Addy Mestic gotta be careful on the right-hand side. Uppercuts against the wedge. Uppercuts
Another
off
one.
the wedge. My gosh, Addy Mestic, beautiful KO.
Addy Mestic and Cake ran out in the red, or not quite in the red, but a little more damage than the blue team ran out, who are both on the same stocks. We have Cake pushing Slug out on the right side. QS really pushing out on Addy Mestic, but Addy Mestic not having it with that recovery, knocks the weapon out of QS's hand. Going in for that charge side stick, QS falls into it for the punish, but the dodge from Addy Mestic not gonna allow it. But Coration with a sword, gonna use those side airs to really position Addy Mestic in a more favorable position for his team.
Oh man, Addy Mestic is really fishing for these side signatures. We've seen it time and again, but he left his teammate alone, and Slug was able to capitalize.
Addy Mestic picking up the side signature onto Slug. Slug has the jumps and the dodge to recover, uses the downer, has the wall touch. Meanwhile, we did just see Coration KO'd off the top.
Man, oh man, stock's dead even, damage pretty much even. Addy Mestic trying to make it back, just does.
Cake moving through the side air, but the neutral air out from Addy Mestic, knocking Slug up. The down air from Slug, KOing Addy Mestic.
Oh man, now Cake's playing this aerial game against two hammers. That is incredibly dangerous. That hammer neutral arrow covers so much space.
This Bolivar swap from the blue team working out really well in their favor right now. We are going to see Slug way down here. Cake looking for that KO with the down air, but Slug will recover around to that wedge. Oh, deny the save.
Slug trying to hold on to this stock as best he can, but it goes down.
Now this game is much more even. You're looking at Coration with the wall slip activator right now in the red. If blue team keeps Coration alive, that's going to be really, really good, but it could come down to that one stock.
Oh, team combo, beautiful. Cake and Addy Mestic pouring on the damage while Coration tries to stay alive. Slug taking it.
Damage so high across the board. Slug really pushing on Cake right now. There's a stomp into the side air. Cake is knocked to the right. Meanwhile, Addy Mestic KOs KoStation off the top. There's a side here, and that's going to KO Slug.
Oh my gosh, so they reset the bracket 3-0. Now they are up 1-0 in the second set of grand finals. Addy, Mestic, and Cake, can you stop this train?
Can it be stopped? You tell me.
There's no brakes. There are no brakes. Addy Mestic just getting on the light rail, running that Tron bike, side sig all day.
All day. You cannot stop Cake and Addy Mestic right now. They are on a roll. Oh, man.
So double Bodvar pick. Do you think Coration and Slug are going to look for something else? Maybe change it up?
I mean, it looks like Coration might be thinking about swapping it out. Bodvar steady for Slug right now, locked in. I think it worked out really well for them. You know, maybe they didn't take that game, but they had moments in there where you were like, the damage was coming out.
It was down last stock, everybody, yeah.
I mean, it was pretty close.
Ooh, all right, mix and match. Bringing in the Bodvar and the Hattori.
Got the extra defense on the Hattori, still has 7 speed, which is really high, makes them very nimble, very able to maneuver themselves around the map against the, you know, you got this force stance still out from Slug on this Bodvar.
Yeah, I guess Coration is just feeling the spear more, you know? He wants a little bit of that quickness, the extra range.
Yeah. See where we're going to end up. Great Hall.
Wow. So all those platforms, we saw what it did to team play before. It gives you a lot of different areas to try and start team combos, a lot of different touch points to recover to.
3, 2, 1.
Becomes such a game of positioning on Great Hall. Weapon
Addy
pickups.
Mestic Cake starting off, dealing a bunch of damage to Slug and Coration.
Coration doing a nice job on the bottom here. Dishing out some damage with that sword onto Cake. Coration up there with a neutral air, moving up there with another neutral air. Another neutral air, that's a triple. Are we going to see a fourth? No, the side air from Cake going to deny that string.
Wow, Coration definitely seeming more at home on this Hattori here.
Gonna swap out to be up against Addy Mestic, who's able to get in there with those side airs and really keep QS from engaging.
Ooh, Cake dealing a ton of damage onto Slug, but Coration scores the first KO, punishing Cake.
Recovery out from Addy Mestic. Downlight into recovery again, KOing Slug.
Whoa! Even just those small team combos, Cake getting that neutral light into Addy Mestic's side air. All of those add up so well, but these stocks are not adding up. 5-4, Coration and Slug in the lead.
Coration doing a really, really smooth job so far with this Hattori pick, staying on his first stock, comfortable, coming in there against Addy Mestic. Meanwhile, Slug really looking for those side airs on Cake.
Oh man, Coration going to go down finally, tied up stocks.
Slug picking up that recovery, and then the down air, one on either player, very nicely executed.
Oh man, Addy Mestic and Cake splitting Coration and Slug.
Slug with a weapon throw. Cake gets the wall touch, recovers, has the weapon into the down air. Goes for another down air, KO Slug.
Wow, Coration getting caught in the team combos. There's that damage.
So Addy Mestic set up for picking it up with that recovery, but the velocity on QS was too fast.
Oh man, Addy Mestic punishing that signature attempt by Coration, dodges the throw.
Cake recovers around to the bottom left, gets picked up in the downlight side air. Will.
Oh, he's trying to go the other side.
He did it!
Dodge just came back, but Slug was waiting.
I didn't even know that was possible. That's phenomenal. These guys are breaking my mind right now. Addy Mestic here. Slug ready with a neutral air. Downline to the side air. QS way out on the left side, allowing the red team to focus down his teammate.
Ooh, punishing again that side signature. You know, we've seen that a lot. Addy Mestic maybe getting a little too greedy with them. I mean, they've been paying off in previous matches, but you know Slug and QS are watching.
Slug just got knocked out. 0 stocks. This is a 2v1. QS is up a stock, and Cake is nearly in that kill percent, usually in the red, but this is a tough position to be no matter what.
Oh my gosh, losing that first stock. Now this is going to be tough. They're going to try and weapon deny. Look at them clearing them off of the stage. QS is going to have to find a way to get off of unarmed. He needs a weapon, but he needs to stay mobile.
And the red team not letting him get that weapon, weapon starving very, very successfully. QS just now gonna pick up that spear though, picking up that side light, gonna dodge through into that side air, knocks Cake away. Cake is quite high on the damage front. It goes in for the sig, but Cake ready with the denial.
That's the thing. QS can't really go for a lot of these usual spear strings that you would go for, because if you're doing them for that long, the teammate is going to come in and start the combo on you.
It leaves you so open in 2v2, in 2v1.
Addy, Mestic, and Cake, you see their positioning. They're just trying to sandwich Coration. Coration trying to find a way out every time.
Weapon throw from Cake, gonna deny any forward momentum on Addy Mestic, who does come in there with a double recovery.
That dodge read.
Weapon throw, Cake opting to swap out to this axe, the side signature, and the recovery. QS gonna be picked up at the side signature. That is KO.
They're up 2-0.
They're up 2-0 in the bracket reset.
They've just won 5 games straight here in Grand Finals.
5 games straight, and if you add in losers finals,
oh my
that's
gosh,
8 games in a row.
This train
insane.
cannot
they
be
cannot be stopped.
Man, just look at all this coverage in the replay. Addy Mestic threatening with the signatures, so he goes hide, and that's where Cake is waiting with the recovery.
It's just ready. Their setups are perfect. It's set, spike.
It's beautiful. I mean, that's, you know, in summer, that's what you need.
2,
Yeah.
1, brawl.
All right, we're going to Shipwreck, of all places.
Oh man, we are back to the double.
No, Slug shifting over
Val.
to Val. Wants the gauntlets here.
Scary choice on Shipwreck. Gives you a lot of options, but Addy Mestic, relentless on Slug. Has Slug recovering up on the right side, but Slug.
Yeah, Addy
there's the
Mestic
down
more
air.
than happy to play this Val mirror.
Woo! Cake now up against Slug. Has a recovery left, uses the dodge. Goes in for the down air.
Oh man, lots of damage coming out, lots of scary edge guards. But you know, these players, they're so good at recovering and threading those needles. They've gotten back every time so far. Slug getting the first KO on Addy Mestic. Val versus Val. Slug comes out ahead.
Oh my goodness, and then that transition right there, giving Slug a little bit of space to come back after getting hit by that signature. There's a side stick out from Addy Mestic.
Ooh, the dodge read.
And this is so close, the damage is so high. Slug way out on the left, can recover. Will Cake get in there for the KO with a weapon throw?
Oh,
hits him
he
out
touched,
of nowhere.
he still
What
has
a snipe.
options.
Slug
Not enough
does
to get
not
back.
recover. Meanwhile, QS on the right side gonna get KO. That is another double KO.
Man, Addy Mestic and Cake taking the lead there just by a little bit. If Cake can hold on to this stock, they might just take the tournament here.
It's so potential, the weapon throw, giving him a long way to recover, but that ground pound.
Wow. Cake is still alive.
Cake cannot be stopped at the moment. But QS coming in here, doing some good damage, and Cake just gets knocked out right there. 2 minutes in.
Oh man, Addy Mestic getting punished for that. They've got a bead on his gauntlets play.
Side air out from Slug. Neutral lights out, coming out. This is tense. Addy Mestic knocked out to the right side. There's the black
combo
hole.
for Slug and QS. That's the damage they're looking for.
2 stocks all around, and the damage is so even right now.
Ooh, Addy Mestic not enough to score the KO.
Slug gonna get caught in that neutral light. Cake switching to the axe, going down. Addy Mestic on the right side. Coming in, taking that damage from Slug with the ground pound. Can Cake recover? No, Slug will take that KO.
Wow, QS and Slug, they've got the lead. They need to take this match.
The neutral air Slug refusing to die. Damage so high right now, but saying you cannot KO me.
QS going down, Slug going down!
Oh!
Addy Mestic and Cake looking to take grand finals here. They are up 2-0 after the reset.
Addy Mestic in the red on his second stock though. Does he get KO'd? He does get KO'd right there. 1 stock all around, even damage. This is match set for Addy Mestic and Cake.
Cake taking a ton of damage though. They're looking to force the 2v1. They want to take Cake out, so they only have to fight Addy Mestic.
And they're doing a really excellent job of it. You look at Cake's damage so high, but Addy Mestic right there with the downline to the side air into another side air Slug on the right side. Addy Mestic setting up for the side air. Slug does recover. Coming back, team's regrouping for a moment. There's a little conversion right there. Cake using that axe to knock Slug out to the right side. There's the weapon throw, switching over to the spear. Is there a conversion? Down signature.
Man. Cake just threatening with these signatures.
Neutral light, QS out on the right side, recovery onto Slug, Slug into the down sig, the side air from Addy Mestic, knocking Coration out of the map.
Oh no,
There's
Slug
the weapon
getting
throw, Slug
split
on the
to
right
the right.
side. Could this be it? No, the blue team recovers!
Wow, they've got the red team sandwiched. So dangerous. Everyone so deep in the red except for Addy Mestic.
This is kill percentage across the board. Cake coming in here, picking up that attack.
Ooh, Addy Mestic almost converting off of it.
Cake really going for the KO on Slug with a weapon throw. Is Addy Mestic ready?
QS is down! Slug is down! Addy Mestic and Cake, they're your EU 2v2 Summer Champions!
They took 9 games in a row.
Oh my gosh! Monsters!
Congratulations.
I cannot believe 3-0 for the reset. 3-0 after the reset. They cannot be stopped.
Unbelievable. They came in out of nowhere and they smashed through everything that was thrown against them.
This is one of the most impressive runs in Brawlhalla 2v2 history.
Congratulations, Reason Gaming. Reason Addy Mestic. Addy Mestic and Cake, you guys. Great job.
Incredibly well played.
Oh my goodness.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
I'm so excited. That was EU 2v2 Summer Championships. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. That's like my body can't handle any more of this.
Everybody's got to be keeping an eye on Addy Mestic and Cake leading up to the next double S tier event, leading up to the World Championships in November.
They're the team to keep your eye on, to watch. Put them on your fantasy draft, folks.
Man, oh man.
Oh man.
This is going to be crazy at the World Championships. We're going to have all these teams here, all the sponsors sending their players, sponsors sponsoring the event.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to have ASIO keyboards and mice available to play on. We're going to have Scepter monitors there. They are supplying all the equipment for the Brawlhalla World Championship.
I mean, sounds like you got everything in the works.
Yeah, it is great. And you know what? They were kind enough to supply some giveaways for today. We gave away some ASIO keyboard and mice yesterday. We've got one to give away today, the ASIO keyboard and mice set, and a Scepter monitor.
I mean, that's what a giveaway. What a prize. I mean, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, and I think we've got some ads to check out from them, but before that, we actually have a special announcement for you guys. Before we start rolling into the North American 2v2 Summer Championships, I'm going to be joined by my buddy here.
Hey, CWK.
Oh man, you guys know that voice. Who have we got? It's Foda.
I've got a special announcement for you guys.
Ooh, I'm all ears.
Okay. BCX registration is open. That's right, the Brawlhalla World Championship registration is open right now. Head over to smash.gg/BCX. We'll just drop the link for you in chat, and you can register for it right now. There's the BCX Open 1v1 tournament, of course, to register for. BCX Open 2v2. We've also got some side tournaments going on there. There's the 5-person crew battle tournament, so gather 5 of your friends and register up. There's the 2014 PAX build tournament.
Oh my gosh.
The very first playable version of Brawlhalla ever.
The old school.
Playing a tournament on it's going to be silly. It's going to be really cool. We've also got a 3v3 Brawl Ball tournament happening over there. So there's a lot to sign up for. There's also a 2v1 combo contest, so all you lads out there.
Oh, that's hype. See if you can pull it off like Addy Mestic and Cake.
Yeah, if you get it. They did so well.
Oh man.
So BCX registration is open. You've heard right. You can register for it right now. Smash.gg/BCX.
Oh man.
The World Championship is waiting.
That's
November
exciting.
3rd through 5th. $100,000. In addition to $100,000, there's a bunch of different prize pools for all those side tournaments. Not to mention the 2v1 combo contests. So
that's exciting.
Get on there. Get registered.
Yep. November 3rd through 5th, Atlanta, Georgia, Cobb Galleria.
It's going to be really, really awesome this year. Last year was great. I had the time of my life. Seriously, the time of my life over there.
Absolutely.
But this year, it's just going to be much improved. Bigger space, more equipment. Brackets on projectors all the time. A side stage, a secondary stream with all kinds of other events going on during the time. More artists. We have a whole artist alley. By the way, if you're an artist, hit me up.
Nice.
We'll get information up for you guys soon. A bunch of artists coming out there. Maybe we get Cleanse coming. More merch. Look forward to new merchandise that you've never seen before. It's gonna be amazing. It's going to be such a great event. Of course, still going to have dev panels and stuff there.
Yep.
Dev panels
yeah.
will be located in the same area as the rest of the event this time. So there's really a lot to look forward to. So get on over to smash.gg/BCX and register now for the Brawlhalla World Championship.
Yeah, and after you do that, stick around. We've got the North American 2v2s coming up for the Summer Championship.
Right after this break.
This is it. This is my moment. My journey to the stage has finally come. Playing with the pros against the pros. Getting here wasn't easy. It took long days of hard work, dedication, and a passion to keep moving forward. And it's that passion that's driving me to keep going, even if I don't know what lies ahead. But I do know one thing. It all started here.